and he would not lose his focus. This morning, Father, I pray for the leaders of our nation. And I pray, God, as you know, God, the word is transformation in our nation. But transformation begins with every individual. And Father, I pray that our nation would, oh, our leaders, Lord, oh God, their lives will be transformed first, Lord, in order to transform our nation. We give you praise this morning for them. And we pray that, God, they would be able to listen to your voice, oh God, and know how to lead our beautiful land. So we give you honor and praise this morning. I want to thank you for Real FM this morning, God. I reflect, Lord, over the many years, Pastor Big, and Sister Ruth, and the many others, Lord, who has been prayed over this nation, Lord. They has gone to the great beyond. But Real FM still keep it real. Oh God, we lift our land before you this morning. God, we ask you, Lord, to protect our land this morning. God, I think about God within 4 days. Oh, suicide in our nation. Oh God, especially the young one. She couldn't even talk to some old person, Lord, in our nation. We need Jesus now more than ever. So Father, we commit our land before you this morning. We pray that God, you're going to have your way in our midst. We pray for direction. We pray for protection. Oh God, we give you praise this morning. Thou art worthy this morning, God. Be glorified, God, this morning. Be glorified in the earth. Oh, there's a time that people need to know that you are God and there is none beside you. We bring the agricultural program before you this morning, God. We pray for Mr. Donald and all the facilitators, Lord. We pray, God, by your Spirit, Lord, that you're going to have your way this morning, God, to this entire program. And God, let your will be done. Your name will be glorified. We thank you for Real FM, Lord. Every single morning, Lord. Oh God, you know the praise, oh God, goes up to you, God. Continue to bless this station. Continue to be with us in this beautiful land. Jesus, now, more than ever, we're sailing in stormy weather, Lord. See that you walk circumspectly, not redeeming the time because the days are evil. So, Father, we give you praise this morning and we commit everything that's going to be done and said throughout this program this morning. And at the end, your name will be glorified. We give you praise, we give you honor, we give in Jesus' mighty name. Amen and amen.
Good morning to you, Chester. How are you
Good
doing
morning,
today, my
good morning.
brother?
Uh just 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 being thankful, man. just just leave a while ago from a real FM.
You what?
I say I just leave a while ago from real FM.
Yeah, you left and you cut off the transmitter in the mountain.
How come?
I don't know, the transmitter in the mountain, that's off. So it's either a power
Mm.
failure or something.
Oh, so that's why I was trying to get the station earlier and I didn't get in it.
Yeah, that's why.
Okay, okay, okay.
But we
Everything will
still
be alright.
have, and that one is the one in Kublal. We still have the
Oh,
one at Grande Tang on. That one is on, definitely.
okay, okay. We'll be thankful still, man.
Yeah, man. Blessings, yeah?
One love.
Okay, great. It's real. It's 91. Good morning, Grenada. It's a Thursday morning. I love it when it's Thursdays because me and the farmer them tight. Well, so I believe. I hope. Farmers, we tight. We good. A little drizzle this morning. Yeah, a little drizzle this morning. Nothing much. As they say, nothing to write home about in relation to the drizzle this morning. Okay, so if somebody used to call and say, "Hey, and I've gotten real FM, you getting it?" And you, okay, so here's what. Those who are accustomed listening to 91.5. Good morning to the 91.5 listeners. How are you doing this morning? Hey, everything okay? Good morning to you and have yourself a very, very special day. All right, so those listening to 91.5. 91.9, that's down, and it could be a power failure. That's the what I'm going on right now. But myself and the engineer, we're both aware. So we will be looking to see what happens within the next couple of hours. We have to double check to make sure it's a power failure, and then we know exactly what we need to do and how we need to do it. But those of you who are online, well, you there, yeah. Online listeners always just there. Just they don't give you a chance. No, they don't give you a chance at all. Not the online listeners. Are you crazy? They're always there. And then we're gonna have our friend Drumsticks in a while. Drummers, good morning to you. Good morning to the folks out of Birch Grove. How you doing this morning? Villa Road. Yeah, Villa Road, Subies. Big sister Elma. Good morning to you. You know I love you, huh? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Your little brother loves you. How the boys? They okay? Good. So, big sister Elma, take care of yourself. Yeah, that's my mom's second child. My mom's me. I'm like, hold on. So Anne's the first, Elma's the second, Patch is the third York, and then me. I'm like number five, and then number six died. So number six died. Number four, three girls, and then him. So number four died, number six died. So number one, number two, number three, they're still alive. Let's see, yeah. So three girls alive. One boy gone, one girl gone. Number one, that's Anne. Number two, that's Elma. Number three, that's Patches. Who do I love most? That's easy. Anne. That's an easy question. Yeah. If the other one hear me say that, well, if Elma hears me say that, she'll just like, well, you're custom. And the other one, the little girl, she hear me say that, she be like, well, that's your business. Yeah. You always say that's your sister. Yeah. But I love all of them dearly. But Anne is my kind of favorite girl. Yeah, she's in New York. I haven't spoken to her in maybe what? When did I speak to her? Spoke to her on Monday. Yeah, I haven't spoken to her yet for the thingy. Well, Drumsticks is gonna call me now. So okay, so here's what. Yeah, here's how wicked I can be. I can be wicked. I can be a very kind of guy. Yeah, kind of bring some kind of fun into your morning, don't you think? I'm waiting on Drumsticks to call. Speak loud, I cannot hear you. I said, speak louder, I cannot hear you. I don't know, you kind of muffled. Hello? Hello? What's that? Yeah, I hearing you now. How you doing?
I'm good, you know.
Okay.
Oh, food. Still, still like
Hold on. Hey, hold on and listen to me before you talk. You're live on the radio, so be careful now.
Stop it.
Well, yeah, you know your brother do dumb things like that, you know. Morning, sis.
Oh my goodness. Good morning, my dear brother. Good morning, Canadians. Good morning. Good morning, my sweet people of Grenada.
Hey, hold on, you're not a broadcaster. You don't work on radio. Don't try that, you know, girl.
No, but I'm being patriotic.
You're being patriotic. Okay, I hear you.
Yes.
Okay. So you good?
Oh my God. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good for now. Thank God.
No, I was just talking about you. I was just talking about all my mother's adopted children.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's very nice. That's very nice.
And then I said, you are the one I love the most.
Okay, thank you for that.
And then I said, if Elma hears that now, she'll be saying, "Well, your custom, you don't say that." And and then if Patrice hears that, well, that's your business. Who really care about that?
Oh God, boy, you make me laugh and make my chest up. Oh,
But
Lord,
that's
have
that.
mercy on $100.
Isn't that how Patrice should behave? That's your business. Your custom saying that. Who care about that? Yeah, who really care about that?
Oh God, leave my big sister alone. My big sister called me yesterday.
Oh, she did?
Yeah, she called me. She just called me,
Okay. I know she did. I know she does. She
Yeah,
doesn't.
she just called me
The,
sometime. Well, for the time I did the surgery, she must have called me about 3-4 times already.
okay. So you see, here's what.
And I also called her.
She doesn't call me because
Well,
she claim
I think it's because of what? You know
what?
something?
What?
You know what we thought about?
What?
Could you imagine? Like I shall say, that is madness. 3 of one family had this surgery at the same.
Oh, 3 members. What's that? You had one. Alsha had one. Who else?
Papa had one.
Oh yeah.
Papa first.
Oh yeah. She was first. You were second, and then Alsha.
Yes.
Yeah. That's all your business. Have all your surgery and dead now. Who really care about that? All your business.
I know that. Don't worry about that.
Oh, so you good? How's your son?
We'll survive.
How's your son?
He's good,
The big one.
He's sleeping still.
You still in Queens?
Yeah, the big one. I'm by the big one.
You still in Queens?
Huh?
You still in Queens?
Yeah.
Girl, go back in your house now.
I know my daughter is taking good care of me, boy.
All right, I hear you. And how's the little boy?
But I might go down on Saturday because I have to go and do stuff, to get myself ready to get appointment for my first visit after visit.
Yeah. Yeah, whatever. I guess which
will be next Friday.
The little one will be very happy that you're not there.
I know.
Yeah.
He telling me that he missed me.
Oh, please.
But you know what he missed me for?
Yeah.
He missed me to cook.
To cook. I had to go to cook and to go to the laundry.
Exactly. So now you have to do laundry for yourself.
Anyway, sis, take care of yourself. I gotta go. I'll talk to you later, maybe.
Yes, babe.
Take care. Love you.
Babe.
All right. Bye bye.
Love you, babe.
All right.
Love you.
Okay. Hey, watch now. Hey, before you go, that girl didn't call you for the morning yet, nah?
Who's that?
The little girl. Sherlan.
My grandchild?
Sherlan.
Oh, no. She will call me after 8.
Oh, after 8. Oh, okay. Tell her good morning for me.
Yeah,
I spoke to her briefly yesterday. I had to go, but I did speak to her yesterday.
Yeah, she told me that last night.
Yeah. All right, then. Later.
All right.
All right.
All right, babe.
All right, bye-bye.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Right, see? I told you. Yeah, that's my big sister. Mom's first child. But she's just the first one that my mother adopted. I'm the only one that my mother bore as a child. Yeah, as her flesh and blood. All the others are adopted children. Mom got them in the hospital. People deserted them, so mom just adopted them. Yes. Good morning, Grenada. Good morning. This is what Rage is all about. It's all fun. You can't have it all shingy ringy. No, you can't do that. I'm sorry the folks at 91.9 not able to hear this. Terrestrial radio. The only terrestrial radio right now is 91.5. Let me see who's on. Yeah, we turn on drummers still. I ain't see her yet. Shirley Scarrett, good morning to you. Alban Harrison, Carol Belfon, Claude Abraham, what's popping, what's good? Hey, not even 100 listeners yet. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you guys? Maxine, as in Belfon, good morning to Adrian Watts, Errol Bonaparte, Andra Burke, Studio Galaxy 473. Yeah, good morning, Francis. Teresa Joseph, Vero, good morning, Cecily Celestine. Yeah, see, we dumb that girl, this Anne Marie girl. Miriam, good morning to you, and also good morning to Deborah Laborde. Chunky McIntyre, good morning, Chunky. What's up, boy? Okay, yeah. Pop the likes, pop the likes. So Chunky, you heard me speaking to my big sister there. Steve Kreff, good morning. Steve Kreff, where are you located? Love to know. And Norma is in St. Croix. Good morning, Norma. Gemma Warwood down in Grand Anse. How are you doing this morning? Yvonne Robertson, Laura Radix, and her son Dwight. They're always listening. Joycelyn Francois. Studio Galaxy FAR. I don't even know what that means. Deborah Laborde. Oh, Deborah is saying good morning to Miss Anne. Have a great day. Now she's not listening, Deborah. I woke her up, so you see, so she ain't listening. Chunky McIntyre, thank you so much. That is so sweet of you, Chunky. Maxon is saying he loves his sister as well. I'm happy for you. Orlando, Florida is where Steve Kreff is located. Well, Steve, good morning to you. And I'm so very happy that you love to listen to Real Expressions Monday to Friday. Now, I hope you continue listening to Real FM. You can just join us on our website. Yeah, when we're not on YouTube, you can just join us on our website, www.drealfmgrenada.com. REAL, that is D, the letter D, REALFM, Grenada.com. You go on there, go onto the page, well, not just page, website, and there is a listen live. You click that, and you listen. So, Steve, you can continue listening even when we are not on thingy. Right. Good morning to Desmond DeBellat. How are you doing this morning? Here's hoping that you too will have a wonderful day. 22 minutes after, I think Drumsticks is there. Drummers, good morning. Let's go.
Good morning to you. Good morning to the nation. Although I try to get this station on the radio, I can't get it on this call. Just like yes, on the phone.
What happened is that there is a problem in the mountains with 91.9. You probably could try 91.5.
Well, let me just say the Lord pray. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come. Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from all evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen.
Thank you very much, my dear. How are you doing this morning?
Not too bad. I'm good. I'm good.
Glad to know that you're good. Glad to know that you're good. So try 91.5, okay, love?
Yeah, okay then. All right, bye.
Okay, bye-bye now. All right. We've got someone here calling. Errol Walker. Let's take a listen. Good morning, Errol Walker.
Morning, sir. How are you doing?
I'm good.
Well, we're not getting 91.9, sir.
Yes. Where do you live, Errol?
Salisbury Road, Brenville, St. Andrews.
Okay. Well, there is a problem with 91.9 which developed overnight. I don't know if it's a power failure up in the mountains. I've been trying to call somebody else to find out if are you let me ask you this. Are you getting Boss FM?
No, I'm not
Do you
getting nothing.
know?
No.
Okay, because if you are not getting Boss FM because they have a frequency too up in Kubla, it probably more than likely would mean that it is a power failure. So we know of the problem, but we don't know what it is as yet. As soon as we ascertain what it is, then we'll work on it. Okay?
Anyway, I'll stand by.
Thank you so very much.
Yeah.
Thanks for standing by. One love, brother. I got you.
Take care, sir.
Okay, great. Errol Walker, yeah. He's bothered some of that 91.5. Joe Merriman, good morning. Joe, good morning to you. How you doing? Oh, you heard your cousin, so you call it. See, you hear me every day. You ain't calling me. As soon as you hear your cousin voice, you're calling. There you go, Joe. Have a wonderful day. Christine Otley, top of the morning to you, and thanks for choosing Real 91.9 FM, 91.5, www.therealfmgrenada.com. I'm going to take a commercial break. Should I? No. Here's what. Let's head to the Met Office for the weather.
All over the world you go, agriculture is number one. We soil is so rich and pure, but the youths cannot understand. Well, at the education you have, man, say can ignore the soil. Everybody want to work in office, and I know the reason why. Yes, man, everybody want to sit down in computer. And they forget agriculture. Oh yes, everybody want to sit down in computer. Agriculture. And they forget agriculture. Everybody want to sit down in computer.
As we continue to mosey along in the morning time on Real 91.9, 91.5, www.therealfmgrenada.com. It's now time for us to join our friends at the Morris Bishop International Airport for the latest weather for today, the 27th day. That's Thursday, the 27th day of March 2025. Good morning, Jonathan Price.
Good morning to you and good morning, listeners. Here is the weather for today, Thursday, the 27th of March 2025, as recorded at the Morris Bishop International Airport. It is currently cloudy with showers. Winds are coming from the east at 14 miles per hour. Barometric pressure is 1015.2 millibars, which is above normal and falling. Present temperature is 23.8 degrees Celsius and relative humidity 93%. Yesterday's maximum was 30 degrees Celsius and the minimum last night 23.1 degrees Celsius. Over the past 24 hours, 2.6 millimeters of rainfall was recorded, which brings the total for the month so far to 26.5 millimeters. And now for the public forecast for Grenada, Carriacou and Petite Martinique Valley for today and tonight. The weather is expected to be partly cloudy, becoming fairer at times, with brief isolated showers, with an increase in cloud cover and showers overnight. Today's max will be 30 degrees Celsius with winds easterly to southeasterly at 14 to 24 miles per hour. Seas will be moderate to rough with waves 6 to 8 feet in northeasterly to easterly swells. Hence, a marine advisory remains in effect. Low tide will be at 8 a.m. and high tide at 2 p.m. Sunset will be at 6:18 and sunrise at 6:06. Just to repeat the public forecast for today and tonight. The weather is expected to be partly cloudy, becoming fair at times with brief isolated showers, with an increase in cloud cover and showers overnight. From the forecast at Morris Bishop International Airport, I'm Jonathan Price. Have a great day.
Thank you, Jonathan. Take care, my brother. It's real. It's 91. Good morning. Bleeding down your radio.
Yes.
This is the voice
Culture.
of St. Patrick.
Number one.
Like it or not, here we come.
Yes, the number.
From the north, bringing you great tidings.
Oh, yes.
Bringing you the best in music, the best in information.
Number one.
Educating the nation like no one else can. This is Real FM Radio.
You disown agriculture.
You loved that, didn't you?
It's of this nation.
I loved it myself. Never did know I could do stupid things like that.
Wicked politicians, like they want to structure the plan. Well, from the to the revolution, agriculture was on top. Man, Jackson didn't do too bad. After that, you know,
Whole thing flop wide.
everybody want to sit down in computer.
For real?
So fast pay, a new and easy way to pay. So fast pay, so fast pay.
You asked for it and you got it. A quicker way to pay your bills online. It's fast, secure, and easy to use. No registration, no additional fees. Flow is now offering FastPay, an online service that allows you to settle your bills in less than 2 minutes. Need a receipt? FastPay will send it to your email immediately. Use FastPay now for convenience, safety, and efficiency at discoverflow.co/fastpay.
So fast pay, 2 minutes and you're on your way. So fast pay, so fast pay.
Flow is keeping you connected.
In an industry where customers expect quality, M&N Hardware Limited is a leader in locally manufactured aluminum windows, doors, roofing, and guttering. Our manufacturing division is efficient, flexible, and will always go the extra mile to surpass customer expectations. If you need security, sash, casement, or projected windows, we're able to do it. Our security and heavy-duty doors are state-of-the-art and can be customized specifically for you. Using innovative coating technologies and protective film, our roofing and guttering is weather-resistant, providing outstanding color retention for many years. Available in 24 and 26 gauge and a variety of color options. We are the leading company, a family that is proving to customers they can have their dream products. M&N Hardware Limited. Foundation to roof, let's build together.
Grenada, are you looking for locally made jewelries, bags, arts and crafts, paintings, vegetables, food, and much more? Then come on down on Saturday, March 29th to the GIDC SIAP Expo from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. at the Camahan Park, Grandin, St. George. It will be an all-day event with fun activities for the kids, face painting, bouncy castle, live band, and local artists. Come out and support our entrepreneurs. View it, like it, buy it. Support local. Grenada, get ready for this as the St. Patrick's Organization for Development presents the St. Patrick's Day Fiesta celebration. From Friday, March 14th to Sunday, March 30th. Friday, March 14th, Street Vibes at Rusty Rose Bar, downtown Sates. Sunday, 16 March, church service at the St. Patrick's Roman Catholic Church. Friday, March 21st, bonfire inside Montreat St. Patrick's. Saturday, March 22nd, it's Soca Karaoke at Diddy's Bar, opposite the Fun Playing Field. Sunday, 23rd March, Mountain Jam, Celeste Mountain Road. Thursday, 27 March, Health Walk from River Sally to Sates Bus Terminal. Friday, March 28th, it's the Calico United After Work Live, downtown Sates at Calico's parking lot. Saturday, March 29th, it's the Sailing Festival and Food Fest at the Breakwater Beach, downtown Sates and Main Street Sates. And on Sunday, March 30th, it's the final street fiesta on the streets of Sates. So mark these dates down on your calendar. Tell a friend to tell a friend. The St. Patrick's Day Fiesta celebrations is on Friday, March 14th to Sunday, March 30th. See you there.
Step inside. Immerse yourself in colors that come alive.
Color by Sissons.
Let your imagination run wild. Surround yourself in a world of colors.
Color by Sissons.
Endless inspiration. Bold expression. Bold expression.
Color by Sissons. Sissons. Express your style with Color by Sissons.
Classic Furniture. Our items are made from the best local wood available on island. Our products are made with love, care, and the experience we have gained over the years. Why do you even contemplate using substandard furniture, which is imported, when you can get the best made right here in Grenada? Our factory is located in the cultural village of Chantimel and our showroom on Ben Jones Street, St. Andrew. We are also noted for refurbishing that piece of furniture to its initial look. When looking for quality furniture, there is only one place to look, and that's Classic Furniture, where we take care of your needs with utmost care. So give us a call today and put your furniture woes to rest. Classic Furniture, where love and luxury is combined to provide the ultimate satisfaction. Call us today on 442-4645. Classic Furniture. Hey Grenada, are you ready to take charge of your future? The Grenville Cooperative Credit Union is here to help you make it happen. Whether you're starting a savings journey, planning for education, or chasing your big dreams, we've got the tools and support you need. With savings, loans, mortgages, and expert financial advice, your goals are within reach. And for the youth of our nation, we believe in you. Let us help you build the foundation for a brighter tomorrow. Visit us at Jubilee Street, Grenville, Lucas Street, St. George, or our brand new modern spaces at Seaton Brown Street, Grenville.
Grenada, are you looking for locally made jewelries, bags, arts and crafts, paintings, vegetables, food, and much more? Then come on down on Saturday, March 29th to the GIDC SIAP Expo from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. at the Camahan Park, Grandin, St. George. It will be an all-day event with fun activities for the kids, face painting, bouncy castle, live band, and local artists. Come out and support our entrepreneurs. View it, like it, buy it. Support local.
Yes, agriculture is the number one. Number one, yes, the number one. Oh yes, the number one. It's the number one. Why you disown agriculture? I'm talking to the youths of this nation and those wicked politicians, like they want to structure the plan. Well, from here to the revolution, agriculture was on top. Man Jack and didn't do too bad. After that, you know the whole thing flop. Why? Everybody want to sit down in computer and they forget agriculture. Oh yes, everybody want to sit down in computer. Agriculture, and they forget agriculture. Oh yes, everybody want to sit down in computer. You put me through with a goal, and they forget agriculture. Everybody want to sit down in computer. I tell you just now, my brothers, all you go with them computers. Lord. We used to ship plenty nectars all the way down to Trinidad. During the revolution, we used to use up all the fruits that we had. When we could do nutmeg and banana was at the highest level. Now the youth them don't want to take over from the elders and continue. Oh gosh, why? Everybody want to sit down in computer and they forget agriculture. Oh yes, everybody want to sit down in computer. Agriculture, and they forget agriculture. Oh yes, everybody want to sit down in computer. You put me through with a goal, and they forget agriculture. Everybody want to sit down in computer. Tell you just now, my brothers, all you go with them computers. Lord, Lord. All over the world you go, agriculture is number one. The soil is so rich and pure, but the youths cannot understand. Well, all the education you have, man, you can ignore the soil. Everybody want to work in office, and I know the reason why. Yes, man, everybody want to sit down in computer, and they forget agriculture.
Sit down there and you only worrying about computer, about agriculture. Go ahead.
Computer, agriculture, and they forget agriculture. Everybody want to sit down in computer. You could live with a goal, and they forget agriculture.
This is real. This is 91.9, 91.5, www.drealfmgrenada.com. And we are located in St. Patrick, yes. Now, here's what. Dig this, eh? And listen to me very, very carefully. Very, very carefully listen to me. I could not believe, there's no way I could believe that BJ would get here, you understand, this early in the morning. I am thinking, well, no, something happened, battery flood, you know, that kind of a thing. I really and truly, I couldn't believe that BJ will get here this early in the morning. Stay there, friends. I'm coming right back.
Yes, agriculture is the number one. Number one. Yes, the number one. Oh yes, the number one. It's the number one. Why you disown agriculture? I'm talking to the youths of this nation and those wicked politicians, like they want to structure the plan. Well, from to the revolution, agriculture was on top. Man jack this and didn't do too bad. After that, you know the whole thing flap. Why? Everybody want to sit down in computer, and they forget agriculture. Oh yes, everybody want to sit down in computer, agriculture, and they forget agriculture. Oh yes, everybody want to sit down in computer. You put people with a goal, and they forget agriculture. Everybody want to sit down in computer. I tell you just now, my brothers, all you go with them computers. Lord. We used to ship plenty nectars all the way down to Trinidad. During the revolution, we used to use up all the food that we had. When we could do nutmeg and banana was at the highest level. Now the youth them don't want to take over from the elders and continue. Oh gosh, why? Everybody want to sit down in computer, and they forget agriculture. Oh yes, everybody want to sit down in computer, agriculture, and they forget agriculture. Oh yes, everybody want to sit down in computer. You put people with a goal, and they forget agriculture. Everybody want to sit down in computer. Tell you just now, my brothers, all you go read them computers. Lord, Lord, Lord. All over the world you go.
Good morning, Grenada. Yes, I was shocked. I'm still recovering from shock. Yeah, BJ getting here this early in the morning. He must have something up his sleeve. Let me find out. BJ, what's up your sleeve this morning? You have short sleeves, so something up. You have a shot up your sleeve.
Andre,
Why?
good morning.
You want to leave early today?
But you asked the question and you're answering it.
Yeah, because I think I know you enough. I think I know
good.
you
At
enough,
least you know
BJ.
somebody.
At least I think I know you enough. You want to leave early today? You got business to do.
It's raining outside.
Mm-hmm. Well, it can't rain inside. We're leaking.
Can't work. So I thought I did better spend the time in the radio station. When the rain stop, I'll believe in you. How about that?
It has stopped.
Not yet.
It has stopped.
Still drizzling.
Ah. Yeah, somebody said you that caused the rain.
Oh, I come all the rain.
Yeah, yeah,
I must
yeah,
come
yeah,
all
yeah,
all
yeah,
the time
yeah,
because we
yeah,
need some
yeah,
rain.
Yeah.
Good morning, Grenada. Good morning to the listening public. Love you as always. We're having some nice weather outside there. Get down on your knees and thank God for it. We are blessed.
We are?
Yeah, a blessed nation.
We are. I didn't realize we were so blessed.
Yeah, man. What you say?
Okay. If you say we are blessed, then I have to agree with you that we
Andre,
are
what you
indeed
say,
blessed.
man? You think about it. Everywhere me travel to and after me spend 3 days, I want to come back home. You tell me we not blessed.
When you see me in the cold mountain water planting, nutmeg and banana.
Have a lovely country.
Yeah, BJ. So what's up, man? How
Andre,
things
what's
going?
up?
How things going?
How things going?
Mm-hmm.
On what front? I have many different fronts.
Let's
I
deal with
have social
agriculture.
front, I have agriculture front,
Mm-hmm.
I have political front, I have all kind of front.
We can deal with the politics if we have to, but let's.
Okay, so you drop off the politics. Let me
For the
hear
time
this
being.
morning. Okay, for the time being.
But we might come back to the politics, eh?
Roll me in groove this morning. I'm at your disposal.
Okay. BJ, but excuse me. By the way, did you get a chance to listen to the budget? And I know you like to go back and say, well, you like to say, well, I am concerned about the budget last year, not necessarily the budget this year, because that's how I look at it. Now, did you ever get a chance to compare as it relates to agriculture? I'm trying my best to stick agriculture to see whether or not there's more budgeted for agriculture or less or the same. Did you get a chance to review that?
Andre,
Mm-hmm.
the first thing that turned me off from listening to the agriculture section of the budget is when I heard my Minister of Agriculture said that we have a surplus of 26 or 20 something, don't quote me on the figure, $1 million.
But I
don't want to hear more. Once a man to speak that kind of language, my brain shut off. Just like that.
Why?
Because I have a logical brain. When a man make that statement, he should the next thing that should follow is a letter to send him home. How you can have a surplus? Andre, how you can have a surplus of that amount of money and you have farmers calling at the same time, like Mr. Francis P&M saying, hang on, we can get the bit of money that they promised us after burial to basically resuscitate our farm, but you have that amount of money in surplus. What does surplus means? Anyway, I guess my brain not functioning logically, so I wouldn't understand those kind of language. Andre, these are mad people thing. People don't make those kind of statements in this modern time, in this daytime and age that we're living in. You can't get glad and saying funny things. Well, what it is you're telling me? You're running a business and you make something, you make some profit at the end of the year surplus, and you're glad about it, so you're telling the public? What you're telling the public is signing your debt warrant. That's how my brain function. What's wrong
Well,
with you on that? And you can have a surplus. You may have some money that you didn't spend, and it tells me the Ministry of Implementation isn't doing the job, and it tells me you're not doing your job properly too. But I don't want to go into politics this far, so you
no,
could
no,
step aside.
we there. I mean, but it concerns agriculture, and I never looked at it that way, BJ, because I heard him speak about the surplus and everything, but I never looked at it that way. In terms of, okay, fine, if you have a surplus, if you intended to spend
You didn't spend it, so
$20,
you have it in reserve. You didn't spend it. Is not a surplus. It's just that you have a reflection of your bad management.
yeah, because if I take $20 to go down the road to drink with the guys, and I only spend 12, the 8 is not a surplus.
Exactly.
Because it does not necessarily improve my position, does
No,
it?
it make it worse.
Well, maybe it could, but it doesn't improve the
Maybe it
position.
could.
That I went to spend $20 at the guy, and I only spent 12. It means I held back some money. That doesn't speak to it being a surplus.
Andre, if I give you $100, because that's what you needed, that's what you say you wanted to carry out all your activities.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, you tell me you have $40 left.
Yeah.
And you accomplish all the activities. I rate you, I big you up. Because of course you get it done for smaller amount of money. So I rate you efficient, you're more efficient than I thought. But when you tell me you have $40 left and 80% of the tasks don't get accomplished, you deserve to go look for another job. Just like that.
Yeah. No, yeah. You're correct. You're correct. You're correct.
What's wrong with you, Andre?
You
have this amount of reserve, you have this amount of money in surplus, but yet still you pass around St. Patrick's area and 60% of the farms, nothing haven't started on them yet. And I'm not saying that you're not trying, because I see sometimes you have the gang out, and I heard some farmers say that you're helping to clear the lands and you're putting in drains. I passed in Montreal the other day, I see you doing some of the roads, the farm roads. And of course, you have you're not going to big you up when you're doing those kind of things. And you're not going to promote it, and you're not going to promote you. But when you turn around and tell me that people like Mr. Francis Pierre and some other people who are newer ardent farmers, haven't been given the bit of money that you promised them.
Yeah, like the 9,000 you get.
Andre, they still chop it up in pieces before they give me. Oh God!
But Francis didn't get any, and that's
no, and it's very sad.
And it's not like he's into to plants, and he's also an apiarist. He's into bees.
Yeah. If my experience with him, Andre, having worked with him, one day he turned up and he said, "BJ, you know something? If I put some bees on your farm, your production will, seriously increase." And I used to do a lot of cucurbits, watermelon, and cantaloupe and cucumbers and other things, that time, and pumpkins and things. And Andre, you wouldn't believe, man, the man put a few hives, on my farm, and this changed the whole production level. Then somebody come around and start stealing the bees. Could you imagine taking the boxes of bees and go away with it?
So now you have any more bees? Huh? They stole all your bees.
Bees, Andre,
but
that other farmers have close, in close proximity. So that's no worries. But the mere fact that he would have, brought his on the farm, and I see that marked improvement says a lot. That there is room for that.
Yeah.
And honey, we have a shortage of honey here, and we're not capitalizing on the whole, aspect of honey production. This is an area of opportunity that we should spend hundreds of thousands and if not millions of dollars in, but we're frightened. I don't know why we're frightened to invest in agriculture in a big way. We're still on the edge. We're still functioning on the edge.
I am. I'm not flabbergasted because I refuse to let myself get to that level in relation of this administration. I'm just disappointed that because you figure you're smarter than some people, you go out and say, well, we have a surplus in the budget in agriculture. And people buy that. People buy into that.
Andre, my instantly you make that statement, my mind shut off. I don't want to hear you again. And as far as I'm concerned, you don't know what it is you're talking about. You don't know the tools that you are using. You don't know what it is used for. And you are surprised that based on your level, based on your educational level, based on your work experience, I'm surprised you can make those kind of statements. And you think about it. I heard my PM saying the other day, morning, Prime Minister Dickon. I heard he saying the other day, Andre, my government is very solvent, so don't bother. Are you solvent and you're going to borrow 700 and something?
No, 830.
I don't know what it is, how much 800 and something million, but you're very solvent. Andre, then those two doesn't go hand in hand, and my mind can process those kind of things. You're telling me one, but I see you doing another. So I'm not sure what it is going on. You're confusing me. Andre, what's really wrong with you? Andre, think about it. You have a household.
I am thinking.
You have a household. All right? You have a household. Think about it rationally. Just leave your mind clean what I'm about to tell you. Don't, say you're going to basically clog your mind with anything. Just leave it be like that. Not politically, no how. Don't think about anything. Just listen to what I'm telling you. You have a household, Andre. All right? And, you have money, but you can't live within your means, and your household's in trouble to pay its debt at the end of the month, but yet still, you're going and borrow. It tells me something wrong with the household policy. Andre, you don't pay your debt, but you're going to borrow more money, You say, I can't pay my debt, but on the other hand, you're going to borrow. My brain can't process that kind of thing and them. Are you putting yourself in further trouble?
Well, yes.
And make it worse, you're not showing me that you're spending those money in the productive sector. You're not showing me that. So it getting me more frightened. And that's what is kind of happening. That's why I look upon those things. That's how my brain processes. And then, I can't make sense of it. It's frightening too, because it's not me. Old man, like me going to die just now. I'm thinking about the next generation that may have to, pay all those things. You have to pay it back sometime, or else people hold you ransom.
I don't know.
Andre, one of the ways, if not the most important way, of making yourself independent, of making yourself respected, is stopping borrow. Watch my brethren Traore in Burkina Faso. The first thing he tried to do was to pay all the country debt.
Yeah.
Yeah. So other people can
the
come.
first thing, yeah.
Other people can come pine down in your face. They can tell you sit down when you go in the White House and beg for some arms. They can treat you like a old villain.
Somebody said that the farmers are being treated like outcasts. Do you agree?
Of course, I agree, Andre. And I'm not saying that we doesn't speak our goody language, but when it comes to the actual thing, when it comes to the delivery, when it comes to the execution, we get in the scrums. And it's kind of sad.
And of course, to borrow, according to my good friend Pedro Gemont, and he says, to borrow, you have to meet the demands of the lender.
Of course, they hold it, they hold you to it, they put a yoke around your neck, and they can tell you when to sit, when to bend, when to lie, when to wake up.
But let's go to the bit of good news that you shared in passing this morning, which was you did indicate that the roads are being done on the
I've seen one or two
Montreux
inside roads. They started cleaning them, and there were a lot of cocoa and stuff in those areas.
Which inside roads?
Inside
Montreux?
roads is it that road when you pass Montreal to go to Top Hill?
Montreux to go to Top Hill, yeah.
Yeah. Inside of there, I see they cleaning some of the inside roads. To go
Cleaning or grading the roads?
No, cleaning, man. Some of them roads was bushy, so they
okay.
bushing it. I mean, the base of those roads were fairly good. So if you clean it out, may one or two little bad patches.
So that's the road that links to Montreux.
Yeah, they did that, and they're doing some auxiliary roads from that now into the field.
Oh yeah, there are quite a bit of them.
Yeah,
there are quite a few auxiliary roads that takes you into the field. Oh, they're doing those.
Yeah, man. I see they start clearing one or two, and trust me, that's a good job, Minister of Agriculture.
I wonder if he's
Minister, he must know about it. Probably. I probably should think so.
No, please. I'm telling
Minister Andrew, that's a good thing to be doing.
He ain't know nothing about that. He ain't know nothing about that. Trust me.
At least you clean the road. People should be able to go there. You make it accessible. That's one of the things that you need to do.
Here's the thing. Your friend, DC Ranks.
Yes, man.
DC Ranks, your homeboy. He has started. He works for a gentleman. I don't know the gentleman's name, but they work, and he has started DC. He has started the work on some roads inside of Montreux. Montreux Estate, yeah. He has started that.
That's good.
Yeah, because I saw him on Saturday, and he told me he was off to it. I think it would have been his second or third Saturday going. I think his boss has a contract, but they're also doing the roads inside of Granbury Estate.
Yeah, it's a thing they were doing some bits of road here.
Right,
and
so
there.
that's DC and his crew doing that.
That's good.
And they're like almost finished. So I think they got a contract to do this one. So DC comes on Saturday. So as to advance the work, he comes on Saturday with the front end loader. That's what it's called.
Yes.
Yeah, and to do whatever he can do. So I saw him last Saturday.
That's good.
So that's a plus. That's a plus to them. I give them a round of applause. It's a plus to them.
Kudos.
How is the? Oh, not how is the? Also a plus. We've heard it in the news, and it speaks to the tissue culture lab. What do you know about it? The new one in Maribor.
What did I know about it? Andre, I have my doubts.
That's not good. You have doubts?
Yes. When it comes to what is government say and what it is that they actually doing or they're going to do. The implementation rate, Andre, I find it's kind of it's slow, and I don't want to, what I should say, promote such a venture, and then later on it come back to haunt me. So the ministry called me sometime last week or whatever, and they said, Mr. John, we would like to get your views on the tissue culture lab that we are about to construct. But I'm afraid to speak.
Why?
Because they said they was going to do that since last year June, and they haven't started yet. So when I see this start, they're not able to speak.
But they've completed it, ain't it?
I don't know.
They've completed the facility.
Andre, what facility?
Admirable.
They had completed it, you say,
Yeah.
Where you get a bit of news?
Well, maybe
I
that's.
would like to hear your replay. I heard Francis say they was building a building there.
They've completed. Oh no, maybe somebody can call.
Completed
But I'm
what?
almost certain I heard that.
Completed what?
And I want to give them a plus.
Andre.
Come on.
Andre.
Yes, BJ?
I don't think the thing even started yet.
No, BJ, come on.
Come on. Get any bit of news from me and tell me where this thing have started it. Andre, what's wrong with you? If this thing was constructed by now, Minister Louis, Mr. Andrew would be jumping for joy. No, sir.
Hold on.
Nope. Completed. What's wrong with you on that?
Let me see. I'm checking, BJ. I'm
They're gonna
checking.
start
Somebody sent a
construction
message to
this
let me
year.
check.
Construct what? No. I would have known, Andre.
You would have known?
Yeah, somebody would have told me that, man. I have friends who walk in Maryville all the time. I see them from time to time and we say hello. I would say, BJ, come and see this new method of production yet.
You sure, BJ?
Andre, what's really wrong with you on that? You didn't listen to the budget, man. You wouldn't be searching for anything if you had listened to the budget, yeah. You see, they will start that sometime this year.
BJ.
Andre, that's what they said in the budget.
BJ, no.
No what?
It's been built.
Built what?
Approximately $700,000 was spent invested in the construction and outfitting the laboratory.
And it's working?
Yeah, man.
Who sent that for Amina?
No.
Who get this?
Oh, somebody's calling. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes.
And how are you?
I'm okay. BJ, hold on. BJ would love to hear this voice. Are you hearing, BJ? Are you hearing? Yes or no?
I'm hearing.
All right. Somebody wants to talk to you. I know who it is. Let me see if you will know who it is.
Good morning, BJ.
Morning.
And how are you?
I am fine.
Okay. Sounds like you're still taking a while to
Nah, he ain't
voice.
get that voice yet.
Is that my neighbor?
No, not your neighbor.
I don't know.
Unless you live in Ressus, BJ.
Ressus?
Uh-huh. BJ,
Still not
come
getting
on.
it?
He ain't get that yet. BJ, that's Mishonda.
Oh, there we go. Mishonda sound like some big foreigner.
Yeah, that's a big foreigner right there. Yeah, girl.
Oh, no, I'm not a foreigner.
Yeah, man. Just the way you sounded this morning.
What's up, girl?
I'm all right. I'm good. I passed the other day to look for you, but you were on air, and I couldn't stick around. So sorry.
That's not good, Johnny.
I'll be back. Don't worry.
You here for a while?
Well, decide a while.
Okay. But please, let me know. Give me a call, 457-6188, right? Give me a call
no problem.
and let me know when you intend to, because I want to be here.
Yeah, it might be tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning, yeah, you can do that. Yeah, okay. You can do that. Yeah. So you're good?
See you soon. I'm all right.
Yeah, nice to hear you. BJ is smiling. He's smiling all over his day.
Happy to hear me, Shanda.
Yeah. All right, so take care.
Will do. Bye.
Okay, good. Bye-bye. Yeah, BJ, you ain't... Come on, you miss your girl's voice? Come on.
No.
BJ, here's a story. Tisciculture Lab to boost agriculture production and enhance Grenada's food security drive to be commissioned. That means built already. Hold on.
Okay.
The government of Grenada, in collaboration with Chinese Mission, under Phase 8 of the Grenada Chinese Technical Agricultural Corporation is said to be preparing to commission a new tissue culture lab aimed at enhancing cultural operations at propagation stations island-wide. It's reported that approximately $700,000 was invested in the construction and outfitting of the lab located at Maribor. So BJ is already built.
Andre,
Yes.
maybe a building, maybe built.
No, and it's outfitted, yeah.
And one making not operational.
Well,
they
have not commissioned it
and
as
what
yet.
stopping them from commissioning it?
Oh no.
Well, then you're ready to speak to me yet. What's really wrong with you on that? I could have written the same thing there for you.
No, BJ. Give them credit.
Andre, where the picture?
Picture? Yes, picture there.
Picture there?
Yeah, but not picture of the building. Picture of some bottles inside a thingy. But
Andre shouldn't be. So if you have something like that, shouldn't some big photo there all over the place? The way this government like to involve in other show business. I'm not checking one. Any little thing fooling you now.
So you tell me that they just fooled me then? That's what you're trying to tell me?
Get fooled long time since.
No man. BJ.
And you call me.
Oh, BJ, there is a picture. There is a picture.
Okay. That's evidence.
There's a picture. See? That's it. That's a picture.
Oh. Resemble like a little experimental plot to me.
BJ, come
what's really wrong with you on that? That just showed me the tissue culture in, yes, maybe a lab.
Well, the lab, yeah.
I'm thinking about a serious production center, tissue culture, that area, Andre, where you seriously produce stuff. What I see in there, like a building with stick something inside it to behave with a little,
BJ,
Andre, what's really wrong with you on that? Andre, I've seen those facilities, and I've been through those facilities and walked in those facilities. What they look at something that to basically teach people how to do things, not to seriously produce stuff. What's really wrong with you on that?
So you're not in support of that?
I'm not in no support of no mediocre thing. If we want to do agriculture, we do it. This little scratchy thing around the corner, I think that we have time for that in Grenada and the time we're living in. Something must be wrong with you. Andre, we're doing things at a level that causing us to retrogress. I hear get a message again.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Let me see. I'm checking the message.
But Andre, I must say kudos and, big up the government if they do something like that, the initiative. It's good. You have Maribor Farm School right there. I'm sure the kids there can, benefit from, learning the whole operation. I'm sure about that, of, tissue culture, because that's the way to go. A lot of the stock material that we have, we should be preserving it. And one way to do it, and to do it fairly quick, is by tissue culture. Plus, a lot of the diseases that are transmitted, some of them are transmitted through seeds and, other planting material. When you have tissue culture planting material, normally it's very clean because the condition under which you multiply it,
Listen, the people build the thing, eh?
Andre, to be built.
No, it's already built.
Yeah, somebody that to show me the inside and the outside and come. Best call for the interview, so I might be able to get first-hand information whether it's been built or if it's built already. If it's built already, you can come for the interview if you're listening, anytime. If it's not constructed yet, don't bother come. And you can take what I'm saying on the radio as the interview one time. If it's being built, you know, I want to big up the government for that initiative, and I want to big up Minister Andrews for such venture, and we should make good use of it if it's being built. If it's not built yet, then not ready to speak on behalf of it yet.
Oh, they're handing it over today, BJ.
Oh, I should have been there.
There's gonna be a handing over. So that's why I'm double checking. That's how I wasn't listening to you. Here's your virgin on the line there now. Yes, sir. Let's go. Good morning, Rasta.
Morning, Angie.
I
Morning,
love
Dr. B.
wherever you are, stay right there. The voice is beautiful, nice and strong.
Thank you. Good morning, Dr. BG.
Morning, boss.
Dr. Agriculture. Angie, all the men do have been up there.
The way the voice go again now?
Yeah, all the men do up there. All the men do up there, they cover up where they do all the plants. And
No, hold on. Say that again. I didn't hear you clearly.
I said, all the men do up
So
there.
hold on, Rasta. Hold on. Something is wrong with your phone because it sounds like it's breaking and come back.
I want you on
Oh, you're watching me on YouTube and talk at the same time. Hang up, close the
No,
YouTube.
I take it out. I must take it off. I must take it off to really call you. So I take off my YouTube and I WhatsApp to call you.
Okay. Well, don't use speaker, eh? Put it in your ears. Don't use speaker. That is what is causing the problem.
All right.
Yeah, take it out of the speaker and put it in your ears and let's talk.
I get me now.
Ah, now you sound strong.
Right.
Talk to me.
I've been in the area regular, right? I even been up there yesterday. And all the men do in the place, they cover up the place with all the plants and things. Put new roof and things. But the place of a disease, because they can't, what they can do, food say. They can't do clothes, nothing. All the plants do in Argentina, when we see in the video. And when they do it, they bring it up in the cell. So nothing taking place up there really.
No, Rasta,
so
Rasta, no. No, you're giving me bad vibes. You're giving me bad vibes there, man. You expect me to believe that?
Selling up there. So why you selling manual only on Mondays? I go there on Monday, they still there on the water, they like it's open. They have two young men know where they come out. Right? We go there with the vehicle to buy the manual. They say they are on the water that they can hold the staff. I lock the place. I watch it, I go to open my motor, they will say, see me, they know she go. I go down, I go. Yeah, man. I've been over yesterday now. They're not building. All they do with this, like I tell you already, when they host all the plans, they cover up them places. You crap taking up there.
So they sell me shot then.
Thank you, Andre.
All right, one love. BJ, they sell a shot.
Andre.
What?
I realize you rate me now.
No, man, but it's not a matter of rating BJ.
Andre, we supposed to have 500 houses for every parish every year for 5 years. Isn't that so? And I don't want to go so far. We're supposed to make all Imanis what? People who working on contract and stuff. We're supposed to regularize that. We're supposed to put everybody, all right, who we have on contract, and this job proved to be a permanent job, a job that requires a permanent person. We're supposed to regularize them instantly. We're supposed to ensure that everybody get pension. and continue to pay it. And people who fall under the public sector, there is certain legislation that is in place already to protect them. We would respect that. And if those things them don't have made, what make you think when you tell me something about like a teacher culture lab, I'm gonna fully believe you? I have to go and see it myself.
BJ, you know more about these things than me. I might have to trust your judgment now. And I want to do some pointers on. They're saying that they're looking to recruit 10 employees. Shouldn't we have these people already within this system?
Andre is very technical, you know. You need biotech to deal with those things. It's not ordinary. Yeah, may get some people who will learn the process and it may not take very, very long. But
they say they need 5 technicians.
Yeah, man, you need technicians. You need people who have to dress up with the lab coat and understand how to work in a lab. Because Andre, you can bring any disease from outside, you know.
Okay.
You have to be, you're working in sterile condition, so to speak. And in a lot of cases, sometimes it's only your hand that working in a particular area, not even your body allowed to go in that area, you got to stretch around with the gloves and with a scalpel and whatever to cut up pieces or whatever, that kind of thing. What you're doing, Andre, you're getting basically to the cellular block of the plant. And then what you're trying to do now is to get those cells to grow. So all the plants are uniform. All the plants are the same. They come from the same genetic material. They bear in same time too, Yes, all of them producing the fruit the same time. Because the same age. That's why when you want to seriously plan your agriculture, you need to think about tissue culture. So you don't get them being unevenly.
Your pineapples are tissue culture?
No. So you may get some of them, but you can do pineapple in a tissue culture manner. Okay. You can do
but
it.
remember, I didn't get the pineapples, yeah?
I can give you a few plants.
No, I'm tired of hearing
Andre,
that, BJ.
on the get ready for the 20th of April. I'll be giving quite a few thousand plants by the government of Grenada. Thank you in advance.
I don't want that one. I want those that you're bringing.
Same.
No, not the same.
Same place.
I may not be in Grenada.
Andre, we're not supposed to be things like pineapple. We're not supposed to be importing that from other countries. We're supposed to be producing that in our lab. And I'm glad we're moving in that direction. I'm really glad that this is something that they are thinking about in a serious way. Because remember, some of the plants that I got, quite a few thousand, and Andre, you have to treat them abroad, you have to treat them here, and you're still uncertain.
The plants that are gotten from tissue culture, disease resistant?
Not resistant. They normally clean. They normally don't come in with diseases.
Also, the chances of survival are
much
a lot
higher.
greater.
Yeah. Because using clean plants, a lot of diseases come from your planting material. You just plant it with disease. Or you plant one, and then all of a sudden it spread through your whole field and drama start.
So what are some of the plants that you expect them to be doing tissue culture with?
Things like bananas, plantains. You can pineapples. Those are the kind of thing you can deal with. This. Almost any plant you can do it, and you're just taking the tissue and propagate it. That's what you're doing here. I think you have something where you put it in the lab where you see how they grow in things like moss and stuff like that. So they put it in some, I wonder if it's agar solution or acid or whatever, in a base or whatever, and they put it in some glass tubes and stuff like that, and they give it the right light and the right temperature, and they will start growing. And then you individually you take out those plants. So maybe from one little comb like that, you will get like 100 plants.
Got a caller on the line. Let's take the caller. Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning, sir. You understand, DJ?
Before you go on,
Mr. DJ.
before you go on, listen. I sent you something. Did you get it?
No, I was on the train when you talk about it, and I didn't get a chance to pull up.
But
Thank you, Mr. Andre.
I sent it on your WhatsApp.
I hear you, but I said I did not go into my WhatsApp
Oh,
as
okay.
yet. I was on the train traveling that time.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, Mr. DJ, what about Mr. Marcel? But I know he's from Belmont and I'm from Belmont. Is he still around? He used to be in the
Guido?
lab in Canteen. Maybe
Marcel.
they could contact him.
Guido?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Guido Marcel, yes.
He's there, but I think
And
he's
you,
retired. I think he's retired now.
I know.
Yeah, I think
Well,
he's.
if he's able, maybe they could use him. And you DJ, why you go and do the principal work?
Work.
Thank
I don't
you.
really
We'll
need
talk
a.
again
I
now.
don't need a
All
job
right, then.
now.
Let me know if you got the thing, yeah?
Sure.
Okay, then. Great. Take care. It's real. It's 91.9, 91.5,
Actually, Andre, we
yeah?
have Dr. Dottin here, Malachi
Dottin?
Dottin.
Yeah.
He used to operate a small one that we had here, and I'm sure you understand the principle. I have no doubt about that.
He ain't got time for that
About,
one. He's more into the politics these days.
Well, I hope somebody use him. He's skilled in that area.
I feel he's gonna take up the guy's position. Just leave it like that.
Well, I wish he move out from politics and get back.
No.
involved
He ain't
into-
moving out. He ain't moving out. I'm telling you honestly, he ain't moving out. You bet your bottom dollar on that one. He ain't moving out on that one. But
Morning, Dr. Dottin.
Malachi
Dottin. He's my homeboy. My really great friend.
Your homeboy?
Yeah, man.
From Riverside?
No, we
Ask, is he from Riverside?
No, you don't become homeboy like that.
Yeah, man.
You become homeboy when you study in Cuba together.
You're a militia?
Dr. Dottin did his doctorate in Cuba.
You was a militia? I ask you. Good morning, Joe.
Good morning.
Joe,
DJ.
turn the volume of your radio down. Listen to me on the phone. That's what
You're down, sir.
All right, talk to me now, Joe.
Good morning, BJ. How are you, man?
Morning, I'm fine. Happy to hear you as always.
I love your shirt, man. I love your shirt.
Oh,
You
thank
you.
Wait, no, that man didn't see my shirt now.
Andre.
What that shirt? You're in Biafra?
somebody
in you there?
somebody in Australia that sent that shirt for me,
Yeah.
One little niece of mine in Australia that sent the shirt for me.
But,
Quite a lot of years now, though.
Joe, you're blind, or ain't see nice quality shirt.
Well, but I come out in Biafra, boy. And BJ, what going on? You getting a little rain for
Yes,
the
man.
crabs, boy.
How are you saying? Why you don't find us singing happy this morning?
Yeah, well, not you alone. Why you think I call you? Because I'm feeling happy?
Yes. It's good for Grenada. We need that.
Yeah, hope to see you soon.
Okay. Looking forward.
And then, man, Andre, let me go, man.
So, Andres, man, you can book ticket on him.
Oh, I need to tell you something, Joe. You working and Kublalin working this morning, yeah? Yeah, you're laughing, eh? You're laughing at Kublal now, eh? You working and Kublal not working this morning.
I had that early this
Yeah,
morning.
and you felt good.
But of course, I mean, I would like everybody to be feeling happy.
Yeah, Joe, I hear you.
But I mean, I do what I've got to do. Anyhow, have a good day. Take care of your.
Take care, sir, brethren. One love. Yeah, good. Joe, not Joe, but BJ. Here's a statement from someone here. The person goes by the name, the David Warrior 01. And here's the question. It's the dumbest question I've ever heard in the world, eh? The question goes like this. BJ, what part do you play in agriculture? Don't even answer that question. I just read it for you. What part do you play in agriculture?
All the part.
I don't understand that kind of dumb question. They better ask me that.
No, the person probably don't know. Sometimes you don't know. That's why you ask.
Oh, you could don't know.
I don't know.
Let,
All the
let, let-
fat.
hold on.
We have a program.
Somebody's saying that let me see, who is it? It's Karen. Karen is saying the lab was completed and I heard something about it, an opening date. Yes, Karen, we did that. Rastaman, big up yourself now.
Yeah. I want to say a little thing about Dr. Dalton because I talked to him on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
The Ministry of Agriculture don't want to see Dalton nowhere around them.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, and yeah, the doctorate is in something in plants.
Mm-hmm.
Nursery.
He's studying in Cuba. And Dr. Dalton, people in that West, they watching him and they want to put him to run. So they are the only place in that West now telling people you go build house, you go put road on in Brizan, put road, build bathroom and toilet. That thing is going on now in that West. But that West people don't watching that. And the Ministry of Agriculture don't even want to see that in the ministry.
So Dalton go stay at dot then. Dalton go stay at dot?
Yeah, he must stay at that. Yeah.
All right.
Nobody want in that place do voting for he. You understand? And I like when BJ go down there. They can lie so much. They can say, you make all Imani prominent. All of them, you remember the men say he no need to have a what do you call it, thing, you know.
Parallel public service.
The minister, the finance minister.
A parallel public
That's
service?
right. Yes. And I want you, NMP do nothing wrong, you know. It's the way the men, I would say, the way the men sell the pension and everybody will get prominent, all e-money and thing. Even the airlines and the advantage, they should get 6,000. But as you come in power, you take out 150. That was born on the heart and now, you know, Angie. This morning, the 150 people, that was born me heart all now, you know. And I think yesterday, ND can see you have a meeting down in the Trade Center, talking about island gas. I tell them NDC yesterday, I say, the time island gas, the man sell it for Dangote already, the people don't even know that, you know. People in Spring Garden in Birch Grove. The whole of Spring Garden is NDC. I help a lady in a shop, she's the NDC. And I don't talk politics every day. Every day. And I let them, let's go to the Trade Center yesterday, last night. Go and hear about island gas. I say they can sell it for Dangote already.
But even if he didn't, hold on, Rastaman.
And he say one well. I say where you get that one well?
Rastaman,
and they can say
listen to
get
me.
the documents or where you get the one well thing. They can say never get the documents. So I say, brother, the man sell the oil for Dangote already. So why you gonna listen?
All right.
Thank you, Andrea.
One love. Yeah, bless. BJ, this is the thing I'm trying to figure, trying to wrap my head around this one. Town hall meeting to discuss and to speak on oil and gas. But isn't it a fact that the same Congress has said time and time again that it was a hoax, it was a bramble, it was an election gimmick when Keith Mitchell spoke of Grenada having oil and gas? Isn't that what happened, BJ? How now does the same government speak to we have oil and gas? So who fooling who?
Andre, sometimes the things are here, the information, and
Mhm.
sometimes the misinformation. It sort of confuses me. And what confuses me more, even Andre, is the way we act and behave on important national issue. We play politics with it.
Mhm.
So what we do, if we come out good, we take the praises. If we fall apart with the decision, we blame somebody else. And it's always a blame game. Always, this one better than this one, and this one responsible for that one. Well, Andrew, this is not what you're going there for. This is not what you got there for. It's basically to pick up the pieces if there is pieces and forge along. Do the right thing. All you hear in Grenada is excuse, And it starts with them politician and he resume it right through people, workplaces, everywhere in Grenada, every sector. Every man blame the other man. For shortfall, you blame somebody else. It's never you. That kind of thing. Andre, how hard it is to say you're sorry and you pick up the pieces and you put your hand around people and you move along in life. Who don't make mistakes? Everyone do. However, the difference with a normal human being and an abnormal one is those who don't recognize when they make a mistake, and it becomes what? Ground guard. And everything they do, they correct. And they are the repository of everything. Every knowledge that you can think about, they know everything. And some of the things that some of those people will be saying, you wonder if little children in primary school or kindergarten don't be laughing at them. The only person who knows or who don't know that they are talking stupidness sometimes is just politician and them. Listen to some of them, Andrew. Listen, watch, go and listen to the budget again and listen to some of those people and them. They don't know what they're talking about. They're lying. They're incompetent. I don't want to use the word stupid, so I'm going to use the word foolish. All right.
Wow.
And
That's strong language.
yes, Andre.
Mhm.
And the thing about it, they sit down there with jacket and tie in their neck. You don't understand, Andre, making themselves a fool and don't realizing it. All right. And sometimes you have to go home to your children, and some of your children are in university, and some of them aren't. And you wonder how you're going to sit down on the same couch with them after you perform so miserably nationally.
You say go back to the budget and listen to some of them and the garbage they
The
spoke.
garbage is speaking, telling
But
lies
what I
to
like,
the public.
what I like most about this year's budget, what I love, is the mastery of Keith Mitchell. I honestly believe that Keith Mitchell decided, okay, fine. I don't want to be the focus of this thing. Let Emma be the focus.
Well, she's supposed to be the
Yeah,
focus,
she's gonna be
Andre.
focused. It's because she's the leader of the opposition. So I don't want. I'm not gonna speak. I'm gonna do something. Make sure that Deacon ain't even know what he's speaking about. Copy head. So he do so and he pull the master plan direction on. Tab the speaker, tab the prime minister, tab everybody in the house, not knowing that Keith Mitchell just sit back and say, don't worry about me, Is the minister of finance I worry about it. Only don't give him chance to speak, Give him man the time to speak. That's all Keith Mitchell say in the house, So they have nothing to say. So their budget gets no bongs. There's nothing to repeat from their budget. They can't twist anything that Keith Mitchell would have said. He didn't say anything except, hey, that man started speaking already and it's disgraceful. It's not proper to not have him speak and have somebody else speaking. Hey, let the man speak.
Andrew, see what happened while the man devising the political strategy. People hungry, And that's the problem, That's what concerns me, While they're
Yeah.
devising the political strategy, Andre, you're taking away 150, as Ras was saying a while ago, from the poor and vulnerable in our country, Andre. We are the safety net in this budget, Andre. We are the safety
Where
net.
is the belief in agriculture that agriculture can do so and at least put something on the plate of these people,
Andre, I keep asking you, $2 billion, 1 point something, 1.9 or whatever. That's a lot of money. Not even 100 million for agriculture. And you're talking about you want to move the sector forward. And you spare me all this trouble. Yet still you turn wrong and then you would have how much budgeted for something that doesn't make sense that you don't must do now. And I tend to go with Mr. Pierre, at this point in time in Grenada, I just say, yes, we do need an hospital. We are sure we need a hospital if we have the money. Sure. But right now, based on what we have here, sure we can retrofit it. Sure we can develop around it, and spend, maybe half the amount of money and maybe put the other half in the productive sector. Andre, now it's time when we're spending money, we should be saying, hang on, something, how this is going to generate revenue, how this is going to propel the country, how this is going to move the country forward. And you have short term, you have medium term, and you have long term plan. We need to do some urgent thing now. Andre, if you have to borrow for your budget, that's the logic, if you have to borrow to support your budget, to sustain your budget. No, it means that something in your machinery
not correct.
It's not generating enough revenue that at the end of the year you can plan for what you want to do. So you have to go and borrow. That's the long and short of the thing,
As you say, that's the long and short of it.
Yeah.
Let me see if I have any messages that you need to know about.
I'm sure you would.
Nah.
So
no, they ain't bothering with you this morning.
Nobody bothering me this morning. I want to know why.
Because you say you have to go. And so they ain't bothering with you.
Oh, God.
They ain't bothering with you. They say you have to go. So they ain't bothering with you. Let's take a commercial break, VJ. Yes, we come right back. This is real. This is 91.9. Stay with us, friends.
Yes, agriculture is the number one. Number one, yes, the number one. Oh yes, the number one. It's the number one. Why you disown agriculture? I'm talking to the youths of this nation. And those wicked politicians, like they want to structure the plan. Well, from the revolution, agriculture was on top. Man, Jack didn't do too bad.
Grenada, are you looking for locally made jewelries, bags, arts and crafts, paintings, vegetables, food, and much more? Then come on down on Saturday, March 29th to the GIDC SIAP Expo from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. at the Camahan Park, Grandin, St. George. It will be an all-day event with fun activities for the kids, face painting, bouncy castle, live band, and local artists. Come out and support our entrepreneurs. View it, like it, buy it. Support local.
In an industry where customers expect quality, M&N Hardware Limited is a leader in locally manufactured aluminum windows, doors, roofing, and guttering. Our manufacturing division is efficient, flexible, and will always go the extra mile to surpass customer expectations. If you need security, sash, casement, or projected windows, we're able to do it. Our security and heavy-duty doors are state-of-the-art and can be customized specifically for you. Using innovative coating technologies and protective film, our roofing and guttering is weather-resistant, providing outstanding color retention for many years. Available in 24 and 26 gauge and a variety of color options. We are the leading company. A family that is proving to customers they can have their dream products. M&N Hardware Limited. Foundation to roof, let's build together.
In Grenada, we supply fertilizers, herbicides, seedlings and nursery supplies, diesel water pumps, walk-behind tillers, organic and environmentally friendly agricultural inputs. We're serving you from 2 locations at Birch Grove and booth 34 at the Vendors Market in Grenville. cost-effective agricultural solutions for all your needs. Visit Gittins Home and Garden Center for the best in everything agriculture. Call us on 409-2175 or 438-4337. Gittins Home and Garden Center, from your farm to your backyard.
Step inside. Immerse yourself in colors that come alive.
Color by Seasons.
Let your imagination run wild. Surround yourself in a world of color.
Color by Seasons.
Endless inspiration. Bold expression. Bold expression.
Color by Seasons. Seasons. Express your style with Color by Seasons.
Here's a fun fact. In just 29 seconds, you can say goodbye to paper bills forever. Seriously, in 29 seconds. That's less time than this ad. Head over to discoverflow.co or visit us in-store and update your contact information now. By October 1st, your bills will be digital, easy to access, secure, and hassle-free. So what are you waiting for? This ad still has 2 seconds left, and you could have already gone paperless.
In an industry where customers expect quality, M&N Hardware Limited is a leader in locally manufactured aluminum windows, doors, roofing, and guttering. Our manufacturing division is efficient, flexible, and will always go the extra mile to surpass customer expectations. If you need security, sash, casement, or projected windows, we're able to do it. Our security and heavy-duty doors are state-of-the-art and can be customized specifically for you. Using innovative coating technologies and protective film, our roofing and guttering is weather-resistant, providing outstanding color retention for many years. Available in 24 and 26 gauge and a variety of color options. We are the leading company, a family that is proving to customers they can have their dream products. M&N Hardware Limited. Foundation to roof, let's build together.
Hey Grenada, are you ready to take charge of your future? The Grenville Cooperative Credit Union is here to help you make it happen. Whether you're starting a savings journey, planning for education, or chasing your big dreams, we've got the tools and support you need. With savings, loans, mortgages, and expert financial advice, your goals are within reach. And for the youth of our nation, we believe in you. Let us help you build the foundation for a brighter tomorrow. Visit us at Jubilee Street, Grenville, Lucas Street, St. George, or our brand new modern spaces at Seaton Brown Street, Grenville, and Grandance. Call us on 442-8602 or stop by one of our branches at Grenville Cooperative Credit Union. We're not just securing your finances, we're investing in your future. Let's grow, dream, and succeed together. The Grenville Cooperative Credit Union. The Credit Union of Grenville, building a brighter future for you, for us, for Grenada.
Grenada, get ready for this as the St. Patrick's Organization for Development presents the St. Patrick's Day Fiesta Celebrations. From Friday, March 14th to Sunday, March 30th. Friday, March 14th, Street Vibes at Rusty Rose Bar, downtown Sates. Sunday, 16 March, church service at the St. Patrick's Roman Catholic Church. Friday, March 21st, bonfire inside Montreat St. Patrick's. Saturday, March 22nd, it's Soca Karaoke at Diddy's Bar, opposite the Fun Playing Field. Sunday, 23rd March, Mountain Jam, Celeste Mountain Road. Thursday, 27 March, Health Walk from Riverside to Sates Bus Terminal. Friday, March 28th, it's the Calico United After Work Live, downtown Sates at Calico's parking lot. Saturday, March 29th, it's the Sailing Festival and Food Fest at the Breakwater Beach, downtown Sates and Main Street Sates. And on Sunday, March 30th, it's the final Street Fiesta on the streets of Sates. So mark these dates down on your calendar. Tell a friend to tell a friend. The St. Patrick's Day Fiesta celebrations is on Friday, March 14th to Sunday, March 30th. See you there.
Used to carry it, we used to carry it. yes, agriculture is the number one. Number one, yes, the number one. Oh yes, the number one. It's the number one. Why you disown agriculture? I'm talking to the youths of this nation and those wicked politicians, like they want to structure the plan. Well, from here to the revolution, agriculture was on top. Man, Jack and didn't do too bad. After that, you know the whole thing flop. Why? Everybody want to sit down in computer, and they forget agriculture. Oh yes, everybody want to sit down in computer, agriculture, and they forget agriculture. Oh yes, everybody want to sit down in computer. You put me through with a clothes, and they forget agriculture. Everybody want to sit down in computer. I tell you just now, my brothers, all you go with them computers. Lord. We used to ship 20 hectares all the way down to Trinidad during the revolution. We used to use up all the fruits that we had. When we could do nutmeg and banana was at the highest level. Now the youth them don't want to take over from the elders and continue. Oh gosh, why? Everybody want to sit down in computer, and they forget agriculture. Oh yes, everybody want to sit down in computer, agriculture, and they forget agriculture. Oh yes, everybody want to sit down in computer. You put me through with a clothes, and they forget agriculture. Everybody want to sit down in computer. I tell you just now, my brothers, all you go with them computers. Lord, Lord, Lord. All over the world,
and he's laughing. Why are you laughing, BJ?
Andre,
What, yeah,
being around you always create laughter.
Around me?
Yes.
The phone lines are open, friends. 442-0175. That's a WhatsApp, and that's a landline. Chris Landon is saying 100 up for BJ. Were you digging your props?
Andre, people know.
Fret me and
Everybody
giving
know
you
Andre.
props. Giving you props on what, BJ?
When it comes to my country, Andre, and we don't bend up over that, you know. We defend that to the max.
How's your brother?
Shadow? I think Shadow must have got what he wanted. I'm not sure.
What again?
I hope he don't.
What again?
I hope he don't. I didn't get what he intended to do in the wrong light.
What's he doing again?
The last time I saw him, busy on the road, and I said, "What it is you're doing, Shadow?" And he said, "BJ, right now I'm back with the union again."
You back with the union?
With the
Public Workers Union?
Public Workers Union. So I said, "Shadow, somebody gonna kill you." He said, "No, BJ, right about now, I'm doing what is necessary."
So was he backing the president? The person who won?
Daisy? Yeah. I assume, based on the way he's speaking. So I think Shadow is in good hands right now.
Oh, the person may be in bad hands. They may be in Shadow hands. Oh, but I haven't seen him for long. What?
Morning, Miss Daisy. Yeah, congratulations.
Daisy. Yeah, man, big up to Daisy.
Every time.
You know, that's why I nearly killed Clifford yesterday. Coming here boasting about Daisy doing some interview in some other place. I said, what happened to Reggie? So you know your Daisy right here?
Yeah, man.
You do here.
You don't hear it?
No.
You don't listen.
You're listening, man. Clifford is a kind of big. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know Shadow was an MBG brother.
Yeah, man. Oh,
Now you
Shadow
know.
this try Mohatman farm, you know. Shadow the crazy man. Shadow mash up Mohatman farm. Like I didn't know.
That's your brother. And let me tell you something. It's the interesting thing. Shadow has been he's in agriculture. He loves agriculture. BJ loves agriculture. And Scrunty, that's the one who died in Dominica, right? Dominica? He was an agricultural student too. So all you guys just love agriculture like that, like in the genes.
In the blood.
In the blood. Was it from your dad?
Yeah, my dad used to scratch like a thing here and there. He had quite a bit of lands in the hillside, Birch Grove and those places up there, you know.
Okay, so every one of you.
Andre, it was kind of different. When you get holiday, you know, go by your daddy and pick up nutmegs and thing in the hillside. And, you know, plant things and he will teach you those things. Daddy was kind of big up on education and walk in the field. Yeah. So
I'm laughing here at the picture I just seen. Emlyn playing dominoes, right?
That's good.
We must organize a two-team BJ
Socializing.
and bring up here to drop some lash on them.
Yeah, you can come Saturday on in Coating River Valley.
What?
MNP will be there.
Playing domino?
Yes, we'll have games and stuff there. And this is the second time we're having that activity there. And she seems to like domino.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keith Mitchell likes dominoes too.
I realize.
I'm a student of cards, not cards. Let me just, because dominoes you play cards too. I'm a student of all fours. I like 500 too.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm a student of all fours. I love all fours. I don't believe that people could beat me in all fours. I'm that good.
Okay.
Yeah. So maybe one day you might. I'll just get anybody just to put them sit down there and I could do that. I love all fours like that. Dominoes, I'm maybe about 55% good at it, but all fours, yeah.
It's kind of strange. I never liked classroom. I never liked school. Even recently, I've been to school and I never really liked school. Because you have to sit down for too long and you have to stay in one place for too long. That's why I don't pick up on cards and other games where you have to sit down for quite a bit of time.
Speaking of which, BJ, you finished your master's program yet?
Yeah.
You finished?
Finish, Andre.
Oh, okay. And how was it?
It was challenging because most of the classes is in the night, late night. So you finish like 1 in the morning, and you have to go on the farm like 5 o'clock. I would have done that for a whole year. So it's like it was challenging, and but if you want to get into politics, that's a requirement these days. If you don't have your masters, you shouldn't get involved in that.
I believe you.
Yeah.
I honestly do believe you. If you don't have at least a master's, little people think alone.
Yeah. So then if I wanted to get involved in it, I had to go back to school.
Yeah.
Actually did that in sustainable development in Andre. United Nations 17 goal that based on in that area, sustainable development. And it's kind of strange. I am the president of the Alumni Association for people who doing the masters in sustainable development in the Caribbean area, because this is the first of its kind in the Caribbean, and we fall under the North American chapter. So people who might be interested in getting involved in that program, they can contact me.
For what?
If they want to get logged on to that program, master's program to in sustainable development, they can contact me. I can put them onto the different schools or whatever they want to get involved in. There are many schools that
How much does it
involve in
cost?
that. It costs about $30,000.
Who trying to take money from me just like that? Bandy, good morning.
Good morning to you, Jay. Good morning to BJ.
Morning.
Talk to us.
I want to ask a question to BJ. Do you believe that we, farmers today learn from those who has gone before? I am not seeing consistency with farmers like the farmers before. What say you? Do you believe that we learn from those who has really, laid the foundation? I'm not seeing consistency. It's a big concern to me. Thank you.
Andre, the folks who um, used to involve in agriculture before, they, how I should put it,
I
they
don't
knew
know.
what it was about.
Mhm.
I mean, we have second generation people like Clifford and them. They know what they're about, and maybe they never been to university and stuff like that. But practically, because agriculture is a practical thing, they are they are good in the area, and I don't think we utilize their skill enough. And it's kind of strange that even today we have some remnants of those people still about the place, and we're not capitalizing on the knowledge. And sooner or later they're going to leave us, and we will be living a regretful life, or we'll have to pay large sum of money for the knowledge that they go with. So now that they are here, we should be using them. I don't find that we, utilize the skills and the technique of the people in the past enough. We were sitting on what, 50, 60 years of development. Was it that time before we had one hurricane to another, Janet, till we had what, major one, Ivan or something like that. So, and Andrew, productive sector agriculturally was damaged, and then we struggled to bring it back. And within that 50, 60 years, we forget everything that the people in the past used to do, and we switched to a different kind of agriculture. And in that period, if you notice, we switched from basically tree crops to a lot of fruits and vegetables. And what is happening now, if you notice, the thing that we are exporting, the thing that bring in foreign exchange, the crop that actually brings in that on a weekly basis in Grenada is from tree crops: cocoa, nutmeg, soursop. They are tree crops, and those are our main export crops.
What was in the budget for
So
salsa?
I don't know, but I've seen the guys them doing one or two spraying around the Francis P make a whole heap of noise, and I see they bring back they reactivate the spraying crew, which is important, to help farmers maintain the field and stuff like that.
So why don't give Francis the props when he deserves it? And he makes noise and he gets things done. Francis behaves like Malcolm X. Make noise and get things done.
Francis P carry a red X on him chest.
Oh yeah?
He mark for death.
Mark for death.
Yeah, man.
Oh boy. Good morning, Francis. I know you're listening. Mark for death.
So and Andre, those crops, if you think about it, they were cultivated in a different manner before. Well, so also to a certain extent, we make steady progress with that, but we should have a lot more, because this is one of our main export crop in recent time, and we taking too long to seriously develop that sector.
What's the best crop for the western side
of
the island? Because
Well,
what will do well in your area where you farm wouldn't do well in St. Mark.
yeah, but I mean, when you think about St. Mark's, Andre, you have nutmeg, you have cocoa there, citrus to a certain extent. You can plant it there if you want to.
But somebody said the citrus will got a lot of blight
Well,
down there.
sometimes if you have it in cold area, but it will. Andre, those things doesn't matter if you're selling it locally. Just wash it off and utilize it. You know, it's only if you're exporting you have issues. But unless you're exporting citrus and things like that. And there's
So
something.
citrus is a good thing for down that side.
Yeah, because then you want tree crops, Andre, not just tree crops. You want crops that can bear over extended period of time.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to be planting. You want to have crops that producing. And sometimes tree crops is what does that. And if you cultivate it properly, they very rarely have season to bear. They tend to be a year round for you. Andrew, when plains used to be like plains, you saw cocoa year round.
Yeah, that's true.
Because the tree was well, nutrified. Yeah, all the nutrients that was required because they used to have, cocoa basket, pen manual that they will dump around the plants, and they will do that almost every year. So even with a top up a little, artificial fertilizer, that's all that was needed because the nutrients was, being released in those pen manual on a really slow basis. So over extended period, the plants have whatever you want. Trees just to look blue rather than green. Past green and turn blue.
Yeah. Yeah, because if a farmer asked me, that's why I asked you the question of the western side. Well, Andre, you talk to someone's agriculture. What's the best crops to the western side? I'm like, I don't know.
On the western side, Douglaston Estate is on the western side.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Bananas is to grow there.
Yeah.
Nutmegs is to grow there. Cocoa is to grow there. Almost all crops can be grown of a similar nature.
I guess the person was going in the
country.
premise, and I went on the premise that most of the times when it's not raining here in St. Patrick, there's a lot of rain on the western side from like Victoria, St. Mark go down to as far as Perseverance. You have a lot of rain.
Based on the terrain in that area, I would have preferred tree crops. It's kind of hilly, and you have a lot of the rainfall is kind of high. I would have preferred those kind of crops.
Tree crops, citrus and cocoa.
Coffee.
Coffee?
If you want to, yeah. I'm surprised we haven't been growing quite a bit of coffee in Grenada here. And I'm surprised the people who processing cocoa and making things like chocolate and stuff haven't have like a 2-3 acres of cocoa, like say Belmont Estate and stuff like that, and process it and sell it. I'm
you mean
very,
2-3 acres of coffee?
Coffee, yes, sorry. Yeah. And process it and sell it. I'm surprised that we're not into that.
Why would you want us to get into that?
Because I know coffee will be the best. And I know you can have a niche market for those. And I know white people like a lot of coffee for one reason or another.
I like coffee.
You too, yeah.
I'm not white.
No, man, on the outside, you're just black.
No, man, I'm black always.
Man,
All true.
I'm not sure about
yeah,
that.
Man. Me no coconut.
Well, you're a Danal, you know?
Yeah. Well, morning.
All your fast white.
Nah, come on. Leave that side of the family alone, please. Yeah. But seriously, coffee. I never saw. I heard that there was tons of coffee in the Progress Park area.
Once upon a time.
I never saw. I can't say I ever saw that.
Actually, grade down some now.
You?
Yeah.
Okay.
When there was actually it was made at Cleared Progress Park to make the pasta itself.
You?
Yeah. Remember there was a whole building there and coffee and everything.
I didn't know it was coffee.
Yeah, man.
I probably just said sorry, that's bush.
No, man. Grade down this entire area to make Progress Park what it is today.
BJ, you kill a whole plantation.
I'm not sure you want.
BJ, they're supposed to hold you and nail you to the cross and thing now.
Well,
upside down kind of thing. Yeah.
Development come with a price. You can have both.
Blood. Morning, Rasta.
All day on coffee. I got 25 coffee trees. That's fine.
You have 25 coffee trees on your plantation now?
Yeah, man. I have coffee already there right now.
How long have you had coffee in your area?
I was 9 years now. I plant a coffee 9 years now.
So how long did it take us through the process? How long does it take to start to mature, to start to bear?
About 5 years. Yeah.
And
I know Andrew. You know Andrew. When I pick the coffee and the coffee fall, all the plants green, all the seed green on the ground.
Oh yeah?
That's where they grow coffee by seeds?
Yeah.
And they're easy to grow then?
Easy to grow, yeah. It's fall on green on the ground. You go and dig the plants on the ground and plant that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's interesting.
Yeah, man. And Andrew, I got coffee jumbie, you know.
So how do you do it? Do you grind it for do you just grind it for yourself?
Yeah, I dry it. And a brethren now bring a machine from Canada, so when I dry it now, I'll get easier now. Coffee ever processed as cocoa, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Pick the coffee and sweat it, and then I just set in the cocoa, and then you dry it.
Similar process.
In Woodford Estate.
Yeah.
Because my mother born in Woodford Estate. And Woodford Estate had a barrack where all the workers live in.
Mm-hmm.
They had their own shop, everything on the estate. My mother born there, my first brother and my first sister born in the estate. And they harvest real coffee. Yeah.
You must bring me some of the coffee when you grind it, man. When you grind the coffee, you must bring me some of the coffee.
Yeah, well, you know, you get a vehicle, because I don't have a vehicle, so you gotta get a transport to collect the coffee.
To come up all in that woods up there where you live in the road, you know. You think it's a Land Rover?
Yeah, watch, are you saying that, you know, the last supplement budget that passed, if you listen, they get $1 million to fix Spring Garden Road. That boy that passed, they ain't talk about it, you know. Where the money go? Watch it. What do Deacon and Canal and them? What about them come out this place and go? And them men so shameful, like Ron and Kevin and Andy, when Deacon say in Parliament, if you're hungry mouth and you beg, you can be politician. People go buy you. The men break down the table, you know. And, you know, and that has burned me, you know, Angie. That has burned me then.
Don't let it kill you, man.
You. Then men knock table in the man say all the nas, all this man cussing them, you know.
Better days are coming, man.
They can do good, you know. This young man do good, you know. When I see the man take out 150 from the airline disadvantage, I say, Jesus Christ. That boy will get a beating. Thank you, Andrea. I'm listening to you.
One love.
Yeah, Andrea, just like how I think like we need to develop some niche market in Grenada. I'm thinking in terms of sustainability. That's what I'm always thinking about. You don't want to do something now and then next week you're not seeing it again. You want to do the thing in a sustainable way. And I'm not into we going and plant 300-400 acres of coffee. That don't make no sense. We wouldn't be able to compete with those countries and them who doing it on a large scale, like in Central America and South America.
Jamaica, even Jamaica, right there.
Yeah, right there. Yeah.
You can't compete. It's not easy to compete with Blue Mountain coffee.
Right, but I think we can find a buyer who would want to buy Grenada coffee, and we can probably do
niche market's important. Yes. Price is high in niche market.
Yeah, man.
Higher than normal.
Yeah, you just do like maybe 50 acres of coffee, and you just have a niche market, and you produce authentic Grenada coffee. I'm convinced, just like how we can grow the best marijuana in the world, we can grow the best coffee in the world. I'm convinced, just like how we're doing the best cocoa in the world, I'm convinced there's a lot of other crop. but we're reluctant to get involved in it.
How hard it is to grow the coffee though? You
That's an easy crop, Andre. 5 years is a long time. There are varieties now that are developed to be in 18 months, 2 years maximum.
Really?
Yeah, man. And you have dry land coffee now. You don't before you have to kind of do it in the hillside where the rainfall is kind of high, middle belt.
So
Like
yo, Brethren, who asked me the question about the western side, I think he has land somewhere in Guava.
Yeah, you can do coffee there. Coffee,
Brethren.
I don't say you should, yeah.
Yeah, coffee.
But
you could try it
because there is small processing unit, Andre.
Yeah, you could try a quarter of an acre. It's not bad to start it. Yeah.
And then you get a small machine to process it and stuff like that. You package it properly and you sell it. And I'm saying that, Andre, that's where tourism and agriculture need to mesh. And I keep saying that we tend to look at it only from a food aspect.
I have a wonderful
But
idea.
this is not just only from a food aspect. Because, Andre, just like how we're promoting clean Grenada, we are promoting pure Grenada.
Yeah.
So we could promote pure Grenada coffee.
We have a caller. Oops, so I lost that caller. Pure Grenada coffee.
Of course.
But can coffee be treated when coffee is grounded? Yeah. Can it be treated just like how you treat cocoa? Meaning, can you make it into a ball?
I'm not sure because you're gonna sort of dry it, and I think you have less. And I think it probably could, but I think you have less fat and stuff in it.
Yeah, so it wouldn't be able to roll into and stick into a ball.
Right.
We've got a caller though. Good morning.
Hello. Good morning, Andrew. Good morning, DJ.
Yeah, man.
Right. So, Grenada coffee was one of the best coffees in the world.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, don't listen.
Was one of the best coffee in the world.
Don't listen to your radio.
Exported coffee to Britain. When our coffee was graded, it was graded as no, I'm not in the radio. So it was graded as premium grade coffee in the world, and as a result of that, high tariff was placed on Grenada's coffee to protect tea from Ceylon. Ceylon still growing tea. We stopped growing coffee. In Niagara, Grenada had 38 coffee estates. We talk about the western side. For instance, the Julian Feddo plantation, which is now Bonnet, that was a cocoa and coffee estate. Grenada had 38 coffee estates. And our coffee was a big seed coffee like what you have in the Blue Mountain in Jamaica. What we had in Forest Park was another species which they call the market coffee, was a much smaller seed. And if you remember, we had a coffee plant in Telescope. So Grenada coffee has always been rated as a top graded coffee. So I do not know why we stopped growing coffee when we have, a lot of diversification. And when you look at the price of coffee today, if we can get back into coffee plantation or the cultivation of coffee, it might benefit the agriculture sector. So I think we could continue to have this conversation on coffee because Grenada grew coffee successfully and a premium grade. So it's something to consider. Thank you.
Thank you, my brother. That's our historian there, the historian of Real FM. People that do some steal him and thing. He's a Real FM historian.
And
you hear that?
I didn't even know.
No, we didn't know that.
I'm just telling you that based on my perception and seriously looking at agriculture in depthly, I'm sure this is one of the things that we can do. I have no doubt about it.
And just like how you have single source chocolate, you could have single source,
of course,
coffee. So you have coffee out of Grenada, but this coffee is some western side. This coffee, some eastern side. This coffee was grown under this particular kind. So there are different kinds. It's Grenada coffee, but then it would have little writings on it.
Location where you grow them. You might surprise it tastes different.
Oh, they will taste different.
Yeah.
Well, the cane.
Yeah.
In relation to cane coal. Yeah, you guys did the same thing.
And we could have told, after we sent all the rum away, what happened? They said the one that comes from Dunfermline had the best flavor, best whatever. Got rum I think it was the best rum in the world.
That is the cane that came from Dunfermline.
Dunfermline.
So you know what that means. We should still maintain about what 4 or 5 acres of cane in Dunfermline just
to continue the process.
to continue the process and maybe give it to a river and twine and say, hey, while yes you do make rivers, but make another one. And this one you call it what? You can call it Dunfermline
And
still.
there are a lot of things we can make here, and authentic product. And we have something going for us. We name Isla Spice, and we have a clean country. We couldn't be cleaner, but we have a really clean country. And we're not selling Grenada as a pure country. I don't think we are doing it enough. And I don't think we are educating our people to, basically keep Grenada as clean as we ought to. Not start that from school. We have to maintain that. So that add to the value, cleanliness, add to the value of your product. In a way you can speak and print boldly.
Yeah. I saw something the other day, when you speak cleanliness, I saw something the other day that broke my heart. I've never been to that particular spot in Grenada, and I don't think I'll ever be to that spot. Yeah, BJ, I know it's time for you to run.
No, you're
yeah, I see you looking around. Yeah. I've never been to that spot in Grenada, and the time for me going there has passed. And I'm speaking of Mount St. Catherine. And when I see the amount of litter at it was somebody took some pictures, and I looked at the pictures and saw the littering that took place or is taking place at Mount St. Catherine. I quiver, I shiver and quiver, and I'm like, wow, why are we doing this? Our high spot in Grenada, the high spot, Mount St. Catherine. And I make a call now for a group, an organization. You guys go up to Catherine regularly. You guys like climbing. I am not too versed on this climbing thing. We don't agree. But if you're going to go up to Catherine as a group, carry some bags with you, bags that can take the chafing. So probably you can get some what do you call it, fine bags, BJ? Some fine bags and pack as much garbage as you can. Pack as much garbage as you can. So if 10 of you go up and 10 of you are going to carry a bag with you, carry a bag of garbage back down. And in 2-3 trips up Catherine, you will, I'm sure, be able to clean up the whole thing. So I don't know if I don't know groups that go up there, but groups you go up there, especially it's Easter time coming now. And groups that go up there, I am sure that you would want to do something for Grenada and see if you can clean the top of the island. We got a caller here. Good morning. How you doing? Hello.
Yeah, morning.
Good morning, sir. Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, I think it's a very good thing to grow the coffee. Yes, I used to see coffee growing in my parents' place. Yeah, I think what destroyed the coffee plantation is the hurricane. A lot of hurricanes through the years because they would break and fall down and no coffee again. But the other thing is that to grow it on the estate as a estate crop. Who is supposed to be looking after who are we looking at to really take care of the coffee on the plantations? Because I know my parents they catch a tail with the nutmeg and the cocoa, carrying basket of cocoa on their head because the cocoa is a good variety and we make a lot of money from cocoa. But my parents didn't benefit from that. So today we're asking for repatriation or something like that. So I'm still saying, who is supposed to be looking after? Who are we targeting to look after the plantation, the cocoa plantation, the coffee plantation, so to speak?
Well,
yeah, who are we thinking about that will be able to do it?
We have to target ourselves. That's what we have to do.
Yeah, but we can't do it.
No,
but yes,
hold
but you inside the station.
But no, when I say target ourselves, I don't mean literally you, but we have to target ourselves as Grenadians. And that is the only how we can do it. We have to, you see, the important thing is to show young people that money can be made from the thing. Young people have a thing is that they want the money and they want it now. All right. However, you have to do so and get into their mindset to show them wanting the money and having the money now is not the best thing. Planning for when you get the money is a better thing. That is what has to change.
So
We are not changing that, and that is where our problem is. Other than that, hold on. Other than that, I believe that we don't have a shortage of people, but we have an unemployment problem. And understand that we don't have a shortage of people, but we have an unemployment problem. There are those who they really want to work. And I'm not talking about the present employment situation where the government saying that they don't have people to work. You don't work. You just do hard work for people. But there are those in our society who really and truly don't want to work. And there are those in our society, they want to work and they want the money. And they realize that if they come to work by you today, they could afford not to come for the next 2 days. And when they turn up on the fourth day, the fourth day, you're going to take them because there aren't people to replace them. So if we get country like Haiti to give us 50,000 people, yeah, no, you can go all the Haiti is a Caribbean country. You get a country like Haiti to give us 50,000 people. I bet you all people start to work because they know that the time they ain't come to work today, somebody's going to replace them. That's our problem. Our population is not strong enough. I don't know why you're laughing.
Okay. No, what I'm laughing at is that the
Haitians,
they can't do better, so they have to come here and do it.
No, it's not a matter of
But
they can't.
we not do it for ourselves.
It is not a matter they can't do better. It's a matter that they have a stronger population than us. They have a stronger population than us. Does Trinidad have a stronger population than us? I ain't think so. They ain't have enough work in Trinidad.
Oh yes.
I ain't believe that.
Okay.
They have more their population
is
their population is larger than us. But in terms of jobs and things, they have enough jobs for them down there. Let them stay in Trinidad.
Yeah. So what I'm trying to say in essence is that whereas we want to grow the crops, now somebody's seen from a distance, they can make a lot of money from that. So what they see also is that they're going to send their children in university. When the children come from university, they're not putting them back on the estate to grow coffee. They will want my children to grow coffee.
Well,
they will want your children to grow the coffee too.
No, my children going to the university. My children going to the university and come back and grow the coffee.
Definitely.
But they're coming back and grow the coffee too?
Help me here. BJ,
hey,
your children come back and grow the banana and the coffee?
No man, they don't even come in the land any longer.
Yeah, that is your children. My children come back and do it. That is your children.
They don't know the teach your culture.
You
We're
see,
looking to send them back in America. They have plenty money there.
No. At the
until Donald Trump wake up again.
Come on, man. That is petty politics you're going on.
Man, you know what I'm saying is true.
No, I don't know that. Don't tell me. You don't know what I know, so don't tell me that. I don't know that what you're saying is true. It all has to do with how you educate the individual. Listen, if I'm standing here and my son or daughter is within earshot, and based on how I call them, the tonal quality that I use, they know whether to come, stay, or go. They know. And if you did not train your children, if you didn't get your children to understand, hey, I am not the boss, but I am in control. Do you understand? This thing is a two-way thing. You need me and I need you. And these are the things that you have to cultivate as an individual. If you ain't teach your children if you did not teach your children that, and you want to send your children to the United States, and they don't come back, that the business, they staying up there and pick apple. Now the same children are staying up there and go and
So
pick apple.
what I did was instead, when I heard Bishop and them were talking about education, I make sure I send my children to school to learn. All right. When in school, extra curriculum activity, I introduce them to music. All right. And I said, you're gonna do keyboard. You're gonna do some in any case different area that I put them in. And I said, when they qualify, they'll be able to teach the others. Okay. The fact is that I am working on the estate. I don't want them to come on the estate too because it's very difficult working on the estate. Mr. Donald, you know what it is for the ladies carrying a basket of cocoa on their head, cocoa juice running down their skirts, and they still have a baby tie on them.
Can I say something?
In the belly.
I'm asking you, can I say
Hold
something?
on a while.
No, I don't hold on because what you're talking there is stupidness.
Go ahead.
That is dotishness you're talking there. Well, you seen today, so you're honestly seeing people today. But you, what happened to you? You honestly telling me that you will see people today with basket of cocoa on their head and child strapped to them to their chest or to their back? Man, come on. Let me tell you something. When you finish, when you finish speak, tell me goodbye. I ain't saying nothing to you again.
Thank you very much. Mr. BJ.
Hey.
Mr. BJ, what happens is that those children, our children today, we educate them. We educate them not to go on and work on the estate. And in fact, when in the school, somebody teacher like Mr. Pierre will say, these children can learn. So send them on the estate. All children can learn. All right. So we're not putting them through that nowadays. We want our children to be educated. And in fact, now the government is saying that they will want a university graduate from every home. And we appreciate that. The university graduate is not to go and cut coke on the estate. We used to watch, man. Have a good day. Stop, Mr. Donald.
No, but you can have what you call we don't seem to be good at that at our business level. The thing they call succession planning. The generation before had their business, and if you think about it, a lot of them didn't want the children to come back in the
That was then, BJ. That was then because what they saw and what they knew is that they left very early in the morning and came back in the night all dirty and tired. That's what they saw. They did not own the plantations then. It was owned by Massa. It was owned by Mr. Fullerton and Mr. Focuson. They owned the plantation and they were being paid bits and bobs. Today, BJ, you own the plantation.
But you see, Andre, not just
Come
that.
on, man.
You have to make the thing. You have to make the stuff sustainable.
And attractive.
And attractive. You have to make economic sense
for them.
You have to make the thing good for the country that you're actually living in. All those things are major pillar that you have to ensure for people to gravitate towards the thing. A lot of people turn around and blaming the next generation and saying, hang on, they're not interested in this and they're not interested
It's
in
you that causing them,
Well, not just that, the economic condition based on what you create for them. If you create a bad base, you don't expect them to go and jump into it.
Do you understand? If you're telling any young lady no today that she had to do so and carry basket of cocoa in her head and have she child strapped up across her chest with a piece of cloth, you think she bothering you doing agriculture? That your business stay with that?
Not just that, Andre. Think about the increase in price of cocoa from 1990 to now, and the time is song like if it's long. think about the same increase in the price of people labor as related to the increase in the price of cocoa, what they're being paid for it. Andre, they're not together.
Nope.
Andre, people will leave farming because
You don't have money.
it don't make no sense.
Don't make sense.
That's what it is.
Don't make no sense. Look at somebody. Look at hear what somebody put up. Somebody who goes by the name Concerned. When I mentioned about the Haitians, here's what they put up. Those Haitians will cut down all our trees, burn coals, and leave a barren land.
Not necessarily
You
true.
hear the kind of full talk?
Probably in Haiti based on the population. They have
But
a
no,
huge population in Haiti.
but it's not just
and the economic condition over
the
there.
economic condition and the fact that the people have no other opportunity in relation to energy. So they go cut the trees. But when you come here and you are gas.
Andre, there is another side to that, think about it. While you were speaking about that Johannes chap a while ago, I was saying to myself, Andre is saying that we need another 25,000 Haitian here. Think about it, Andre. Once I make that same statement for Magistrate St. Louis, that's the elderly one, the one who died. And him say, VJ, think about it seriously. Think about the size of your country. You don't need another 25,000 people in your agriculture sector, What you need is only 1,000 good men, and you have it internally.
We got a caller. Morning.
Yes, Auntie. And BJ, morning. So, as long as you continue to have this negative response about agriculture,
Thank you.
we are going to be in a problem.
Thank
now,
you.
let me make this point. Now, there is a family in Birchgrove. There was a family in Birchgrove. And I will tell you, the Humphrey family, right? Like the Unlucky and the Peter Humphrey.
And Peter
right?
Humphrey them too. Yeah.
Right. They were a family, they had 6 children, okay? 5 were teachers. 2 went on to be principal. And believe you me, on every banana day, every many days of the week, you would see this family on the rover going to the lands. And they would go and make it 2 hours before school, come back and go to school. Dennis Ruffin was the second teacher, which and those that call her teacher and the second teacher, second to the principal. And at 8:30 in the morning, you will see this man coming from his father's land in Sensei Mountain with a cocoa basket on his head with 2 big leaf and shoot under that basket. So the point is that if we train our people that agriculture is everybody's business, and today we are the landowners, the land which we walked.
Yes.
We are now the owners, and we are allowing Bamboo, Balije, and Wakano to take
grow.
over our lands, and our food input bill is at what it is today. Agriculture must be on the front burner in Grenada. Agriculture is the mainstay of your economy because you can make as much money as you want and you are not self-sufficient in your food. You are still poor. Even in the days of the estate, when people was working for pittance, the estate owners used to give them a plot of land so they can farm on for the sustenance of the family. That is to ensure that this family could survive on their own plot, their own plantation. So we must re-educate our people about the importance of agriculture, the importance of growing our own food. And we go back to coffee, Andre. Now, when Grenada coffee, I tell you, hit the U.S. market, and not the U.S., but the European market, and they preferred coffee to tea. High tariff was put on Grenada coffee to protect tea from Ceylon. Ceylon is now Sri Lanka. They are still growing Ceylon tea there. You could see the trademark is still there, Ceylon tea. You see the Sri Lankan team? Most of the time you see they have this logo on the uniform, Ceylon tea. And we are just moving from place to place like a ship without a rudder because we are not putting the right emphasis on agriculture. Innocent Belmore was a minister in a ministry in Grenada. He was a top agriculturist. David Sylvester, Minister of Health, was involved in agriculture. Have a good day, gentlemen.
One love. Great. No.
There you go, Andre. It's all about policies, people, people's vision. I hear you say, most of the time you hear people say, "This is a visionary leader."
Yeah.
I want to know what it is they're talking
Yeah.
about.
What you talking about?
He can't see that even food security is a right of a people. You're talking about visionary. With the vision, Andre, if you can't feed yourself, you are in trouble. You're putting yourself.
Well, if it's only on Monday, we go and buy fertilizer. Buji. If it's only you go and buy that only on Monday.
Policy, Andre.
Where are we going?
Andre, think about the increase in price for cocoa over the last 20 years. Maybe what? You go buy 10 cents or whatever, 10% or whatever. If you go buy all of that. And Andre, think about the increase in the price of inputs. Think about the increase in the price of labor. How are you going to make money?
But you see, the problem is, and then again, the problem isn't. The problem is,
and we have factory, we build factories.
Well, no, I'm just going to that.
We add in value.
I'm just going to that, BJ. That is where the problem is. The problem is that these people, I do not know. I don't know if you know, but I do not know of a year when the folks, meaning the Grenada Cocoa Association, I don't remember a year since they opened up Diamond Estate. I don't know of a year when they came
to the
public and said, this is what has happened. This is what has transpired within that year as it relates to the diamond thing. When this is a thing that belongs to, based on what they say, it belongs to the farmer. So if it belongs to the farmer, then why is it the cost or the price the farmer is being paid for a pound of cocoa is controlled by the foreign market?
Andre,
come on, man.
Andre, it's all about following the leader. If the leaders in your country aren't transparent, don't expect other entities to be transparent. That is elementary.
Your partner, Francis Spear, he says here, agriculture could be very profitable. Perhaps we need to take a look at the successful farmers in Grenada. No, I want to do something here, folks. Those of you who are on the YouTube live, there is something I want to show you. What I'm showing you right now, those of you who are on the YouTube live, what I'm showing you right now, take your time. I want to show you something. All right. Okay. There it is. That is a successful farmer. Take a look at a successful farmer. Bertrand John is a successful farmer. He lives by agriculture, has been living by agriculture for the past how many years, BJ?
35 years.
For the past 35 years, he's been living by agriculture. Even if you will say, well, he did work with Cane Co for a while, yes, that is agriculture too. So his livelihood has been sustained for 35 years, by agriculture. I barely could drive a car. BJ have a Hummer. BJ is still at the bike? What bike is it? What brand?
It's a Yamaha.
A Yamaha. Big what, 750? A big 750 Yamaha bike. BJ have pack up in the garage. You didn't know you could ride bike? Yeah, you could ride bike. You can handle that too. So I'm saying that to say to you, BJ is a successful farmer. So how come we can't have more successful farmers? It is because two things. One, the encouragement is not there. That's one. And two, the encouragement is not there again from the government because they are not showing people They're not showing the population. If you're going to cut your agricultural budget, if you're going to say that because you did not spend $20 million on the farmers who need the money, if you're going to say, well, I have a surplus and you expect, watch now, I just do some wonder. I'll say something here that will crash everything, but let it crash. I just do some wonder, why is it the River Sally Credit Union had all that problem, And now I know, No, not stealing at all. No, I know. Chotai, good morning, Chotai. Chotai was the oh Lord have mercy. BJ, no encouragement for people to get involved in agriculture.
It's a collective approach what is needed. And you can have divisiveness. You cannot preach what you're preaching and get it done. You have to get everybody involved. You have to cut pretty larceny. You have to ensure that you have the right policies in place. You have to make sure that capital is easy to find. You have to ensure that the crop that you're involved in on a large scale is economically viable. You have to ensure that if you're going to process your cocoa, your farmer should expect a bit more money. You should ensure that that the lands that are not cultivated, the lands that are left idle, them big parcels, you should ensure that they get cultivated because they are in your country. And you can't leave those lands idle when your productive sector is crawling behind.
Come on, man.
And there are a lot of things that needs to be done. And it's not very difficult to get them done, but I'm not sure. Andrea, let me tell you something. When a man broke and he don't have no money, and you put him to run your show for you, he may be thinking about getting money first before he seriously think about running your show, And this is what is happening, Andre. People are preoccupied, or our leaders are preoccupied with trying to get money for themselves, so trying to make money for them. Every move that they make seems to be something where they can get back something. As Mr. Pieros call it, kickback or whatever. I don't even know the right name for this thing. Andre, the point I'm making is that you need people who are prepared to serve the country, who are prepared to spend every single day that they get up, working desperately hard, giving out 100% for the country. Could we say that about our leaders, about our current batch of politicians that we have in Grenada? Something was wrong with you. And let me tell you something. Think about the policy. The policy whereby you're broke and you're going to borrow more money. Think about some politicians that we have in Grenada making nice. That's the pattern, That used to be the policy before they come into office, They broke and they're giving people wrong check and doing all kind of wrong things. This is the same pattern that we're developing today. You're broke, but you're borrowing,
You're borrowing. Here's your partner.
You import it, you bring it inside.
Francis saying again, we export nutmeg, we export cocoa, we export fish, we export salsa. We need to improve productivity and the income we get from these products. We need to improve the income. We need to also realize that beekeeping has money. We go every year. We go every year, BJ, in England, and we gallivanting. Oh, we win flower show, Chelsea flower show, we win it again. Yeah. What do we really get from that?
What do we get from that?
But what I'm saying, but our flowers selling?
Andre, we have flowers to sell?
But that's the next thing.
What's really wrong with you? Because Grenada are so blessed. You can walk up body place and cut 3 little thing body can and put them together.
And go and win.
And go and
win. We have a situation, look, your brethren, Carl, into the CMOS big time.
Andre.
How is government helping with this thing them?
The next time I come here, actually going to bring a packet for you. I had purchased some CMOS from Master Carl 1 year ago, and I took a vacuum pack and pulled the air out of it. The CMOS about 20 packs. I'm just experimenting with them. And Andre have a few that I open up. Fresh like ever.
Fresh like a
Like
bird.
ever. Just dip it
Do you
in water
understand?
and ready to go.
And you're ready to go.
Andre, the point I'm making is that how come we cannot export CMOS on a large scale?
And vacuum it like you just did.
How comes? Package it properly or do different things with it and
Grind
and
it.
whatever.
So that I could and grind it and say, look, you
Whatever.
could take 2 spoonful and throw it in hot water or whatever.
That's all.
That is it. And add some kind of
some
something.
cinnamon to it.
Whatever.
Cinnamon powder.
Yeah.
That goes with it. How
And
about
that's
that?
it.
Huh? Isn't that adding value? Isn't
Value.
that
We got a caller. Let's take that caller before we go again. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, sir.
Yeah.
I want to direct that. I want to ask BJ something. BJ, that J here. You know who is J?
Yeah, man. Every time.
Hermitage.
Long time.
Yeah, good.
Long time.
You know,
Is that hold on? Is that Jay from Hermitage already?
Yeah.
By Belmont Estate?
Exactly.
My family, why are you doing that to me, man? So you see, I know your voice too. See?
All right, good.
All right. Talk to me.
BJ, but I have some orange tree here. They kind of red orange. Man, they bearing a lot, but before they bear, they just inside them just dry. I don't know if you could help me with that. I don't know what's the cause of that.
Jay, how about enough water? You have enough water there?
Are living in the river, you know?
Yeah, but
so that doesn't necessarily mean that the land has.
Suppose the water to reaching them.
Oh, that is the next thing.
You understand? Remember, you're living close to the river, but you remember you're on a slight slope. So if the water flowing past, that don't mean it coming in your land. You know?
Oh yeah, right.
Because not just that, I mean, most things like citrus, when they run dry, is because the tree itself basically sucking back the water, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So you better buy a sprinkler.
No, just try simple things like that. Like a little bucket of water in the stool, just one every day or something like that. So, especially when it being, try that and see.
All right. Okay. Thanks, man.
All right.
One love. I listen to program. I always listen.
Well, we're happy that at least you listen.
Jay, long time.
One love, man.
God bless you, man.
Make a pass now to talk with you.
Anytime. I'm going to do that.
One love. Cool.
Yes, soldier.
All right. Okay.
Andre, bye.
Yeah, one love, cuts. Good. Yeah, you see, because he lives close to the river.
Yeah.
So he figures, well, maybe it could happen because that
river.
water going down there with such speed, ain't had time to stop and give him nothing.
He may taking all those what you have in the land.
Exactly. They pull in from the ground and go with it. Mm-hmm. So he has to do so and put more into. You see, I know a bit about agriculture, BJ. Come on.
Oh, there you go.
Check me now, man. I've learned the
if
thing.
I know you haven't learned the thing, something wrong with you. This is a decade plus now we're doing this thing here. You should learn by now.
I should. But BJ, the thing again is at the end of the day, it is about encouragement. It is about the government. And this government, that government, the other government, it is about the government. And government, no, it is your responsibility.
Can't shift blame now.
Yeah, it is your responsibility. Don't come and tell me, well, Kit Mitchell didn't do this and Kit Mitchell didn't like agriculture and Kit Mitchell. Don't come and tell me that. You are there now. Do what you have to do. You cannot do so. Budget $10 for agriculture. Spend $4. And at the end of that budget cycle, you come and tell me about surplus. No. You have $6 that you did not spend. So farmers still catching the royal.
We had the blueprint, you know.
Mm-hmm.
When the Canadians spend quite a bit of money on the cocoa rehabilitation project that we had in the 80s or whatever, we had mark improvement, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Now is the time for us to say, hang on, put up your hands and say, hang on, look, we're transforming the cocoa sector in Grenada and we want to ensure that serves the farmers well.
Mm-hmm.
We are about to put in 20-30 million into that sector and we want to ensure that after that it's sustainable and more people are going to get involved in it. Andre, we have diminishing effect, less and less people getting involved and you can't blame them because it don't make economic sense.
Come on, man.
How come you're going to be producing the best cocoa in the world. Farmers aren't getting the best price in the world for cocoa.
Best cocoa in the world, you know. Best nutmeg in the world. You know?
Exactly.
Cinnamon, top.
Not
Clo-
top at top. We cannot produce enough. But
Clove
yet still the price is the same.
Something wrong.
Absolutely wrong.
Yeah, something wrong. Something wrong.
It doesn't.
Something wrong.
It doesn't follow economic principle.
Yeah. And here's something that wrong again too. Yeah? The vendors, all your killers, boy. What?
I find you paying too much for it.
What happened to you, man?
Andrew, what you gonna do? So the thing.
Yeah, but I still have to pay them because I still want it. Yeah, but what I'm saying is that they're selling me at the price that they should be selling all day fire.
Yeah, well, sometimes it happens. Sometimes you don't want to, debate too much about price. You want to ensure the farmers, all right, able to function in a sustainable way. And a lot of cases, the price that you're paying for the stuff is because the farmers himself is just trying to survive.
That's true.
And when you have plenty stuff, in front of you, you can say, hang on, something, I'm able to sell it a bit cheaper, I'm able to give away that too, they're able to do that. But when you have a limited amount, what do you expect?
Let me say good morning to the spice ladies, all the ladies who sell inside the Grenville market. All the ladies there. I passed through there on Saturday.
Nice people, Andrew.
Yeah, man, wonderful people.
Nice lady at the front there with some spice and things as you're entering there.
And you know it's a big thing about them for me? When you go all them when they green banner.
Yeah, man. And they're nice people. If you don't get what you want from them, they send you to somebody else. Really
and
nice
also, I must say, in relation to spices too, the guy who sells spices in the Suez area.
Right. And normally buy from him down that side.
Respect
just
him
by
too.
the fish area down there.
Respect
yeah, man,
him
every
too.
time.
And the guys who sell their fish and thing too, well, they guys always must let me know and all their redfish.
Bonafide friends from the corner in Subies. Big up to Subies people all the time.
Yeah, man, morning Subies. All the vendors in Subies they on that thing. From the lady in front of Fonton, go right down to the last hump. Before the first bumpy corner, not the second bumpy corner. But the first one is going up the hill, the second one is going down the hill.
Andrew, what is kind of strange is sometimes the way we do things. I went to Subies the other day and I always get fish from the guys them on Sunday morning. So I go to buy fish and I say, hang on, brethren, when all you're moving over there in the new building,
No, that's not for them.
Say, bitch, they're not for us.
No, that's not for them. That's for the fishermen. That's for the lockers. That's the lockers.
That's the last thing.
Yeah.
I said, what we all deserve a little fish market down
there. Yeah, they deserve it, but something happened for them, and something had to happen for them. But then they're still operating nice, Still operating. What they probably need to do to maintain maintain the authenticity of the whole thing is at these areas help them to create something proper.
Yeah. So like a proper table, proper sink and running water.
And things like help them to create that. And if you help them to create that, then that is going to do so and take the thing to another level. Yeah. So if you have how much of them? You have one up by the bridge, and you have like
6 of them there.
4, 5, 6 of them there. Yeah. So link them up and build a thing for them. Nice tile it and then cover the fish there. Encourage them to do so and have their fish in ice.
And how comes we don't doing that? Isn't that we couldn't invest in those things in them? And the people have been buying fish for the last 15 years from those people and them. How comes if you had built something proper for them, by now, the rent that you collected from them could have paid for that and you could have been making profit now,
No, you prefer to make a profit when you don't spend your money. When you don't spend the money in agriculture, then you come back as profit.
Morning, Grenada. Have a good day. Take care. Have to leave now. God bless you.
Blessings, BJ. One
Every
love.
time.
It was nice. It was nice this morning. It was nice. It was really nice. Folks, thanks. Thank you so much for being with us. One love. Take care. Have a wonderful Thursday.
Everybody want to walk in office, and I know the reason why. Yes, man, everybody want to sit down in computer, and they forget